Spoilers. We were muted. I've ruined it. I've messed it up. Hello. It's not me. It's not my fault. I promise. I've just, Steam Decks be Steam Decking. Yeah. Actually, no. You know what? It's definitely me. I could never blame Steam Deck. Elgato never get anything wrong. We love Elgato here. Hashtag sponsor us. Yeah, it was the Steam Deck. Yes, piece of shit. The Steam Deck's piece of shit. Elgato's Stream Deck, though. Oh, beautiful piece of tech. That can't be true. No, I could definitely. Maybe you might want to restart. Yeah, yeah. You're lying to us. This is what we're doing when you go live. Ah, 2 for yeah. As pointed out in the live chat, because we are live today. 2 for 2 for Matt. I'm proud, Matt. You do me so proud. Hmm.
Right here on youtube.com/my Xbox and me and all podcast services. If you want to support the show financially, patreon.com/mcfixer. We did buy a new domain, just saying it'll get fixed soon. We did it, D-Spawn, remember? We did buy one. We just didn't actually do the thing we said we would do. But we're halfway there. Halfway there. That's pretty good, Chris, right?
Yeah. I think last year we did a lot of halfway there things throughout the year for the community.
Good point. Good point. You know what? I like you keeping us accountable there, Crash. I appreciate that. Or you can sub or become a member over on the YouTube or the Twitch, like lots of people do, and we appreciate. All right, here we go. Boys, before we get into our personal lists, what do we think 2025 as a whole was for gaming? Matt, I'll start with you. Probably the one who played the least amount of games.
Probably, and I probably started making this list thinking 2025 was not as good of a year as we've had previous. Certainly I think with like Baldur's Gate the year before, feeling like a real leap forward, and mopping up all the awards. I remember kind of thinking, I don't know if this year is as good. And then sort of as I started making my top 10 list, realized actually this is pretty competitive, this list. And there are actually things that aren't going to make my list that are phenomenal games that should make a top 10 list. They're just not making my personal top 10 list. So the more I kind of reminisced, I guess, the better I found this year to be. Or I should say this last year to be, as we are now in 2026. And I keep forgetting that fact.
Have you actually still forgot? I'm on it this year.
I made a thumbnail earlier that was like playing Anthem in 2025, and I was like, I have to remake that.
That's hilarious. Crash, what do you think of the year overall?
Yeah, I think it was a very good year for a lot of different types of fans. I feel like a lot of people this year, depending on like the types of games they like, will have different game of the years or like contenders, maybe not the number one. But even that, like that's not as clean cut as it will probably be for this podcast. It's not a clean cut top for a lot of people as well. There are options that could go in those slots as well. There's a lot of games. There's games similar to Matt where they don't make my list at all, but easily be in a top 5, and I wouldn't have much argument as well.
Yeah, no, I agree. It's the the way I always think about a good year of video games is how many games did I miss? And I missed a few. And that
Yep.
proves how good the year must have been. That I missed some of these top rated games. Despawn, what about yourself? How are you feeling about the 2025 as a gaming year?
Yeah, I think you've hit a nail on the head there. Like, there's so many games this year that I wanted to get to that I just didn't. Like at the beginning of the year, it felt like we were going to be like a bit bereft of things to play, but like by the end of it now, I'm like, I have got such a backlog of games I want to get to that have not made
Yeah.
this list. That I think like the games that have made this list, just like it's a pedigree to how good they are.
Yeah, sorry, I'm not laughing at you. I'm laughing at the
Mhm.
chat. We're obviously live, and I just looked up through the comments, and Jetty says, "Fun fact: Matt has been asleep since the 24-hour stream until today."
Yeah,
sure that was
true.
I'm getting so much flack for that 24-hour stream. It's crazy.
I mean, deservedly so. I would say.
Yeah. I mean,
What?
yeah.
Well, no,
Yeah.
we're not doing
No.
that. Matt made it the whole way through. We're not
He
doing.
did, he
We're
did, he
not.
did. Shut up,
He
man.
took a break midway through.
Yeah, but
Yeah,
he
but
had IRL stuff to do that we
Yeah.
knew he was going to go through.
Is that my fault?
Exhausting IRL stuff.
But he
as
could have
well.
come back.
Boring.
He could have come back and absolutely been like, "Hey guys, I'm
I'm out."
knackered. You guys finish off without me. I might pop in towards the end." He 100%
done.
could have done that.
That's
I
what I
know
would've
you would have done it.
Yeah. If you weren't running the stream, you would have done it.
If
Yeah.
100%. There ain't no way. But yeah. Like I say, 2025, good year for gaming, and we're about to find out why. Let's start at number 10. We will start with you, Crash. Number 10 on your list.
Okay, my number 10 game is a game thought would have went higher, but unfortunately, some stuff held it back. It is Monster Hunter Wild. I really, really liked this game when I played it. Unfortunately, I got through the whole game, had a lot of fun, and then in the middle of the end game stuff, the game just stopped working for me and I couldn't launch it. And I was very sad. I haven't gone back to see if they fixed it. I don't know if I will before DLC comes out or anything like that. But yeah, I really, really like this game. It was the first Monster Hunter I really got into, which I attribute some of like how much I enjoyed this game to just Monster Hunter being Monster Hunter. But I also like certain things they do, the mount you have, running around, tracking monsters, all that stuff. Learning combos and all the normal stuff any Monster Hunter fan will probably tell you are some of the best things about the game, or stuff that I've been introduced to through this game. So that hits my number 10 spot.
Number 10. This is a game that doesn't make my list, just to be clear. Didn't even end up playing it. Played the beta with you boys. Got the game given to me by Capcom. Thank you, Capcom. And then it was just so broken on PC that it was like, oh, I'll get back to that eventually. 2025 was a good year for games. I just didn't get back. Does it make anybody else's top 10?
No, I'm exactly the same. Well, almost exactly the same as you. I played the beta and then just never went back to the game when the full release hit. And again, I think it was that whole thing of like I heard nothing but issues on PC, and at the time I was just playing on PC. So yeah, it was one of those where like I'll wait until it gets fixed and patched and stuff. And I know this year's going to be quiet. More fool me, it was not. And yeah, so it fell to the wayside. It is 100% in the backlog. Like everything I've heard about it is like it's one of the best Monster Hunter games going. So like I do want to give it a proper go, but yeah, no, just did not get a chance this year.
It's shame. Matt, is it even a you type game?
No, I've never really put significant time into any Monster Hunter. This one was obviously no different. But it feels like the sort of game that I should get into, and that like me and my mates like should get into. Good party game and that sort of thing. But for whatever reason, just never hooked me.
Fair enough. Despawn, number 10.
So number 10 for me is a little game that I played a lot of. You know me, I'm a big fan of Western RPGs. This was a Western-ass Western RPG. This is a wonderful little game called Avowed. So Avowed is my number 10. I really enjoyed it. Like a new game in the whole Pillars of Eternity universe. Not a universe I'm very familiar with, but I am very familiar with Obsidian games. So, I always trust them to do something good. And with this, I think they did something great. It is, for better or worse, is a very easy to get into game. in so much as like the mechanics and everything and the combat and everything like that is not surface level, but it's easy to understand and easy to pick up. But then as you get more used to it and start understanding the combo system of using the different weapon types and different elemental attacks and how, building up those kind of like builds that you can do with the game, I really enjoyed it. And then I really liked the story. I enjoyed the outro for it. I think there were a couple of things that were missing from what I like in a Western RPG. Like there's no romance in there at all. But like you can't romance everything, right? Right?
You can. I mean, you literally can. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
You can.
Okay, but just not in this game.
I love you.
Rose.
Romance.
But yeah, no, I really enjoyed it. I think like if you like Obsidian games, you're going to get a lot out of this one. If you like things like Skyrim and that, like it is like a modern feeling version of something like that with not so much in-depth mechanics, but it's like it's very easy to pick up and play, very easy to drop if you want to. But yeah, like there's a lot in there, and I really enjoyed how the gameplay, like the story, worked. And so like the choices you made can have like material effects on the world around you. So yeah, I really enjoyed it. That's why it's my number 10.
Number 10. Okay. Anybody else got Avowed on their list?
Never got to
me
it.
either. I did get to it. I remember playing it based off of Despawn's recommendation. I remember playing it. I enjoyed the wizard class a lot. But beyond that, it never clicked for me fully, which is a shame. I know you did enjoy it though. 8 out of 10 you gave it on the My Xbox and Me review, which is obviously a great game. But yeah, I just didn't. I think some people were annoyed at us this year, My Xbox and Me listeners, due to the amount of games that come out from Xbox and the amount of games that we didn't either play and or enjoy. And I think that's going to be a continued theme in 2020, like for the 2025 top 10 list. Because I don't have many. I've just looked. I don't have any Xbox games in here. So just to put that out there now. Yeah. All right, just to put that out there now.
Spoiler. That was the one.
That was it.
That was the one.
Yeah. Matt, number 10.
Hello.
What you got for me?
My number 10, a game I actually played very recently, played in December, is Skate Story. I was a huge sort of Tony Hawk fan back in the day, and never really got on with the Skate franchise, which is a lot more, I guess, like simulation, which you might roll your eyes at, having looked at some of the clips I'm sure you've seen on TikTok and YouTube Shorts of people, skydiving off of skyscrapers and stuff. But Skate is more of a simulation skate game. Tony Hawk is more of an arcade thing. Skate Story is somewhere in the middle, weirdly. It's like I didn't think you'd be able to come up with a new control scheme for a skateboarding game that actually felt good, and they've done it. It's not Tony Hawk and it's not Skate. It's its own thing. The story is weird and probably not to everybody's taste, but also not really significant in any sort of way that should stop you from playing this game. It starts off very simple, and then that complexity just gets added and added and added. And it's just really good fun. And I just kept going back to it. Almost a little bit like Trials, in a sense. Like the old motocross 2D game. In that, like, the way that you die and then restart is, like, so addictive. Like, you're just straight back in. You're just going again. And you just get that really, really satisfying loop. It's brilliant. You should check out Skate Story if you get a chance. And it's, like, cheap, and it's, like, you can play it anywhere. It's great on the ROG. So...
ROG.
Try it out.
Yeah, ROG.
Try it out.
Yeah, so it's not on my list, but I did play some of it, and I do want. It's one of those things where it came out so late in the year that I'll get to it.
Yeah.
I will. I'll finish it. I got through the first 2 chapters, and like you said, the story is weird. It's like premise in the first 5 minutes: you're a demon trying to eat the moon. What?
Yeah.
Okay, but you skateboard.
Almost as weird as the anime I watch. Yep.
No, nothing is as weird as anime you watch.
Yeah, that's
true. Gross.
It's true. My number 10, I'm complexed because I've got 2 games here. I always do this with my number 10. My number 10 is the only one I do it with, where I do like a cross line where it's like it could either be this or this.
Yeah.
I've got the Rogue Prince of Persia.
You're not going to hit us with an or right now. You're not hitting us with an or. You're not hitting us with an or.
It could be the Mafia Old Country. And I think it's the Rogue Prince of Persia. And for one reason and one reason only, because I played it more regularly. Look, the Rogue Prince of Persia is a great game. If you've not played it, roguelike Prince of Persia game. I obviously first started playing this for work, streaming it for Ubisoft, and thought, okay, this is maybe one of those titles that I just play. They have me play. I'm not a big Prince of Persia guy. That being said, I did love The Lost Crown, which was probably the first Prince of Persia game that I've ever really, really, really loved. So I was like, oh, okay, I'm more inclined to obviously play this. Played it last year when it was in early access. Obviously, it got its full release this year. Met one of the devs actually at Comic-Con this year. Not that that made any difference in putting it on the list or not, but just had a great time with it, honestly. It's a very, very good and strong roguelite. Again, being more in that Prince of Persia world, enjoying the story a little bit more as well. Compared to other roguelites that I've played, which I know other people enjoy, Hades and many, many others. And so they've just never clicked for me. Where this one, I was actually interested in continuing playing beyond having to play it for work. Plays really well on the Steam Deck as well when I was using that before I had the ROG. And yeah, just had a really, really, really good time with it. If you haven't had a chance to check out the Rogue Prince of Persia, you really should, because it is a great, great, great roguelike game. That is definitely worth your time. So yeah, that is my number 10.
Good choice.
Crash. Anybody else got it? I assume not.
Not on the list, but again, just not enough time with it.
I only got to The Lost Crown this year and played that and loved it, but it's not a this year game, right? So maybe next year I'll play the Rogue Prince of Persia and I'll really enjoy that.
Maybe.
Probably not.
Hopefully
this year. Crash, number 9.
My number 9 game is a game that I played primarily, if only with you boys. It is Schedule 1.
Interesting. Okay.
Yeah.
Number 9?
Number 9, yeah. I will say the next few games I have are all very similar. Of like, they're very fun games that I had fun with people, and I don't know if more the game that makes them memorable or the people I played them with that makes them memorable.
I will tell you something right now, Crash.
Yeah.
It's on my list.
It's a lot higher, I assume, because you really love this.
Okay. Hear me out. So it is number 5 on my list. Now, the reason I say that is same reasons for what you just said, which is number 1, it was a great game for us all to play, right? It's the only social slop game that I think I've enjoyed this year out of all the social slop games that we played. We played that, we played Peak, we played what else did we play? I feel like we played others. Repo.
Yeah.
I just never clicked with any of those. But being a drug dealer is something that I understand. You know, like it's something that I understand. It's something that I can resonate with. It's something that just soothes me. You know, it just soothes me. And yeah, I'm with you. But yeah, number 5 for me. Number 5.
Yeah.
So carry on talking about it, please.
I really enjoyed the idea of like you being off mixing Despawn, robbing some old lady and getting chased by the cop. And Matt just running around trying to build his own like drug making facility by taking your old leftover stuff and then taking stuff you're in the middle of using while I'm running around trying to sell to people. It's just the way it works and it functions. That game's crafted. It's the perfect game to play with people in that everybody will always have something to do. Sometimes you have these social slop games where it's like one person has a job and then everyone kind of like has to huddle around them, or people are just like sort of waiting for their turn. This is a game where very much so you have something you can do, go find something to do, even if like the normal thing you do isn't available. On top of it's just a really funny premise that's done very well. It doesn't take itself super seriously. It's very jokey. It's just a good time. It is a very good canvas to have a good time with some friends.
Honestly, echo everything you say. Yeah, for me, I think the reason it's so high as well is it got Haley. And any game that gets Haley gets me because I get to game more. Number 1, her play. I saw her obviously played it solo. We played it together. Her turning the drugs into books. So she was naming it. So she wasn't selling drugs; she was selling books. All right, and they just happened to get people high, and all this other stuff.
Hey,
but,
people like reading.
People do like reading. People do like reading. But yeah, it's a very well made game. Is the number one thing. I think like it's simple in if you think about it, it's a very simple game, but it's so well made. And it's a shame that we never there's a lot of stuff that came out last year in it, like they got the cartel added to it and a bunch of other stuff that I just have never gotten to. And like it keeps getting updates and updates and updates. I'd love to go back, but yeah, I just had a really good time with it. It's probably the second best experience multiplayer game I had this year, if I'm being honest. So yeah, that's why it was so high on my list. Despawn, did it make yours?
So, spoiler. You know, we said before we started recording, going live, there would definitely be games we forgot about this year.
Oh my god.
Hi,
Me
Schedule
too.
One. I'm sorry.
Me too.
Oh,
Would have made
my
both of your
God.
lists.
I think it
Hmm?
would have. Yeah. I think it should have.
I don't think it would have made top 10, but like it should definitely have been in my honorable mentions. But yeah, no, I completely forgot about this game. It was so early in the year that we played it as well. I'm like, but yeah, no, it was so much fun. But it's so here's why I don't think it would have made my top 10 list is because it was so much fun, and then it dropped off my list completely, and I forgot about it. Like I never went back to it. I never had the urge to go back to it. Like I think it was more of the case as like I enjoyed the experience of playing with you guys more than I enjoyed the game. And that's no slight on the game. Like the gameplay itself was fun and stuff, but yeah, I just think like the experience of playing with you guys was more fun than the actual like moment to moment gameplay, as it were.
I put in far more time solo than I did with you guys. I loved Schedule One. Yeah, I am gutted that I forgot about it. It should have
shifting
made
your
my
list,
top
Matt?
10
You
for sure.
can add it. You can add it.
I
man.
can't. I
You just gotta throw
can't.
something
You can.
else.
You can. You got to drop
I
something off.
can't because I think
What are you
if I
checking out?
start doing that, there will look. Schedule One is the first, but it shall not be the last game that I've forgotten to put on this list. If I start making concessions now and start moving stuff around, we're in trouble. It's gonna get messy. So I can't do it. I've got to stick with what I've got written down. But yeah, Schedule One's phenomenal.
Does anyone think I got it too high?
No, not for you. I think
Your
you
personal
enjoyed
list, right?
it. Maybe not more than Matt, but more than me and Despawn certainly.
Oh yeah, no, absolutely.
Yeah.
Look, I remember there was a time where, like, for a good solid month or two, you would just
I was just streaming that.
you were
Yeah,
just
yeah,
just
yeah,
on
yeah.
schedule. One,
Every
yeah.
time we talked about games, it was for Fix. It was like section Schedule One. Like,
Yeah.
Schedule One, baby.
you had any of that
Schedule
Schedule One, huh? I can sell
Yeah.
you some Schedule
You got any
One.
schedule? Yeah. Any of those books to sell?
I've got all the books, mate. All the
mhm,
books.
mhm.
Despawn, what is
Hi.
your number 9?
Okay, so my number 9 is a game that I kept telling everyone they should play. They kept seeing the game and be like, "Nah, I'm not touching that. It looks stupid. I'm not playing some dumb indie game." And I feel like half of you have played it and be like, "Nah, Despawn was right." It doesn't happen a lot, but I am right sometimes.
Oh.
My number 9 was Ball Pit.
Yeah, he was right. It was right on that one.
I'm telling you,
on
I was
that
right.
one.
I was right.
Okay,
I was
yeah,
right.
he was. He was.
It happens. Like it happens once a year, and this was the time for this game.
Okay.
Yep. Ball Pit was my number 9. It is exactly like, again, I love roguelites, so like this was just like everything I needed. I love the premise of being like an old like I can't remember the name of the game now, but it's like I think like Arkanoid or something or whatever it is. But like taking a classic game like from the arcades from back in the day and like giving it a modern spin, building it into this roguelite, the whole building out your town and that giving you abilities in matches was really cool. I love the art style, I love the music, I love the different characters and how their different abilities played out against each other. As someone has mentioned in chat, Breakout, thank you very much, Yami. Yeah, Breakout, yeah, so it took that premise and just made it modern and gave it like this fun spin on it. And yeah, really enjoyed it. Can't say enough good things about it.
Didn't make my list.
It's number 11 on my list, so it's just fallen off the bottom of my list, unfortunately.
I love it. I
Get
love
your
it.
one over that all day long, Matt. What are you talking
Oh, I
about?
agree, Fixer. I agree. But okay, number 12 then, I guess. Yeah, no, I love Ball X Pit, and yeah, I remember chatting with some of the guys from Devolver Digital, and they were like, "This is special. This is the next Balatro. This is gonna hook you like nobody's business." And they were absolutely right, and they'd all been playing it in the office for like 6, 7, 8 months before launch, and like were all obsessed with it. So yeah, really, really special game. Love it.
Chris, did you get to it in the end?
No, I get why you guys like it and enjoy it. I don't think if I played this game, it would have hooked me at all.
it was my bedtime game. I will say that. That's when I played it. It was like ROG. I put it on there. It was like perfect for that. Like as I was going to bed, but I wasn't tired, but I didn't want to waste time scrolling TikTok. It was like, okay, let me jump in, play this. I didn't get very far in it in the end. Hence why I didn't make my list. It didn't even make my honorable mentions, unfortunately. But Despawn mentioned it, so perfect.
I have too much of a TikTok rotten brain. That's what I do before bed every time.
You gotta break that habit. That's like 3 hours.
Yeah, no, it's bad. I'm a lot better with it now, but even then, I don't like playing. If I wanted to, there's other games I think I'd rather play before bed than.
I get that. Matt,
very quickly, Jetty in the chat says you should check out Monsters Are Coming Rock and Road. If you like Ball Pit, you do need to play that game. That game is also very, very good and quite similar, but a little bit different twist on it. Very, very good. Worth checking out.
Yeah, no, I'm playing that at the moment. Really having a lot of fun with it.
My number 9?
Number 9, please.
My number 9 is another Devolver Digital game, actually, coincidentally. It's Baby Steps. I loved Baby Steps way more. Well, no, that's not true. I played Baby Steps before it came out. I knew I'd love it. And then it came out and it was everything that the demo was that I played and so much more. It's hilarious. I'm a sucker for a comedy game, a very, very good comedy game. Usually not into those sort of frustration bait games, but Baby Steps hooked me and Emma, and we passed back and forth that controller every 20 minutes, set a 20-minute timer, got 20 minutes to get as far as you can, get to the next cutscene, and play through. And it just got funnier and funnier. And I love it. It's very simple. It is what it is. I think there's still a demo on Steam, so like try it out if you're unsure, and if you'll know within the first 10 minutes if it's for you or not. For me, it very much was for me.
I can tell you already. I don't even need to see 10 minutes. It ain't for me.
I will say this is 100% a Matt is gonna love this sort of game of like it's just random enough and it's just like quirky enough and it got the right comedy just to like fall into like that perfect subsection of things that Matt likes.
Yep.
Agreed. fully agreed.
Is it not on your list, Despawn?
Muted.
You're muted.
Unbelievable.
Still never got to it. Yeah.
What? I thought you did. I thought you played it.
No, I just never had the time for it.
Oh man.
Again, I think it was one of those times where it's like it fell right in the middle of like 2 or 3 other games. I was like, I'll get to it, I promise. Just not right now. And not right now turned into never.
Sure. I understand that. But it's good. Play it.
Yeah, I will.
Sorry, I'm just writing on a piece of paper right now. Can I sit? But I spelled sit wrong. So I guess I'll just say it live. Am I allowed to sit yet?
No.
Okay.
You got 3 more minutes. 3 more minutes and then you can sit fix.
Wait till we get to the top 5.
Okay, fine. Top 5's the deal. Number 9 for me. I lied. There is an Xbox game that made my list. I forgot all about it until I looked a second ago. South of Midnight. A game that I guess on this podcast was quite divisive in terms of people not liking it. Despawn. But you liked it in the end, I know, but you didn't. It wasn't your favorite. I think it definitely made my top 10 list for specific reasons in terms of its storytelling. Again, we don't get many stories told in these type of worlds, which for me is super important and it's super cool to see. The gameplay was fine. I never found it to be frustrating or repetitive to the detriment of the story at that point. You know, like I can definitely see why people will be frustrated with it. I can definitely understand why they may have been like, this isn't for me. But for me, I enjoyed the story so much that is why I carried on. Obviously, it's got a quirky world. I liked the motion. What's it called?
Stop motion.
Stop motion. Thank you. I like the stop motion. Where some people obviously didn't like that, wanted to turn it off instantly. It worked for me. The world. I think the world is one of the most unique worlds Xbox Studio has ever created. And it told an important story about grief. It told an important story about Black characters. It told an important story about a place in the world that we don't always get to see. So yeah, those are probably the main reasons why it landed on my list, to be honest with you. Like I say, the gameplay solid. I think it was a solid gameplay. I think if they came out with a number 2 and improved upon, not gating you away for combat and obviously improving the moment-to-moment combat as well a little bit, just a little bit. It's a little bit of fine-tuning. A sequel could be amazing.
I think to its own detriment, the gameplay visually was very satisfying. It just, in actual playing it, like for me personally, I didn't feel rewarded or engaged with combat to the point of what I was seeing, that it was a very weird situation where you usually don't get that, where it's like the combat as a whole usually fails or falls, where this one, it was like, it visually is great, the story's there, and the combat is just so out of place, it felt for me, that it was just really dissuaded me from wanting to play more.
Yeah, I think so. I will say that it was in my honorable mentions, even with my thoughts about the combat. Is that like everything you said, like the story, the setting, the themes that it touches on, all of them are really important and really cool. I love the art style as well. But yeah, like as you guys have said, like the combat just, like, I think I'm the harshest critic to the combat, in so much as like I eventually turned it off and didn't find anything lacking in my time with the game, because I was there for the story and everything else. But yeah, like you say, if there is scope for them to definitely improve that in a sequel, and I hope they get the chance to do that, because I would love to see them do that. Because no, they probably won't. We'll hear about them being shuttered in like 6 months' time. But
I hope not.
No, so do I. I really do. Because like I said, the stories and what they're doing with this game were really important. That we get these kind of games, and yeah, like I say, I hope these studios get a chance to make more in this. And like I say, the framework is there for them to do something special if they can improve that combat.
Agreed. I feel the other thing, just to criticize it a little bit more, even though I know it's on my list and it still will be, the villain was weak. I always thought that the end villain was the weakest part of that entire game.
Yeah, but again, I don't think the villain per se was the point. I think it was the story, the character going through that world.
I love a good villain, though. You know, I like a you're the bad guy, I'm coming for you, and then I defeat you at the end. Where that it didn't have that. So
yeah, we could get into a spoiler cast about that game, but yeah, I don't disagree, but like to a lesser extent, I don't think it was as important. Yeah,
I agree.
Totally, but it could have been.
Yeah, Crash number 8, please.
My number 8. I think I'm gonna bother some of you guys with my number 8. I think I'm gonna bother all 3 of you guys with my number 8. My number 8 is Arc Raiders. Yeah.
Wow.
It's 8. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. I told you this is a game. I told you when I was talking about Schedule 1, the next set of games are games that I had a lot of fun playing with people. When I stepped away from playing with you guys, I didn't have an itch for Arc Raiders. I didn't have that want to go into it. And don't get me wrong, when I was playing it actively, I loved it. But like none of the experience as a whole, very unique. None of the experiences as individuals. I think the looting thing, I could go to like, that's very PUBG-esque for me. That hits me, that vibes. When you're talking about the extraction aspect, I'm like, that goes back to, I love the Dark Zone and Division. It just, for me personally, as an amalgamation, it didn't do enough to hit like an addictive point of like, I want to play more. And so like when I look at some of the other games on my list, they'll have more memorable moments where it's like, in 3 years time, I'll remember them more than I do Arc Raiders. I'll remember Arc Raiders more for the people I played it with than the game itself. The game was just a really good vehicle for me to play with people.
Can't argue your points, mate, as much as I disagree with them. It is on my list. I don't know if I want to tell you where though. So I think I'll wait.
I think we hold on to it and talk more about it as we get further up the list.
Sure. Yeah. I like it. Fair enough.
It is also on my list.
Cool. Number 8, Despawn.
Oh, hello, my turn. Okay. It's not Arc Raiders, spoiler. But it is another game that I played, which I championed a lot. I don't think anyone else played it on this podcast, which breaks my heart. But it is a wonderful indie game. Surprise, surprise, I play indie games. It's a lovely game called Wonderstop.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Yes. So this is a game from, I think it's, I can't remember what else he made. It's
Stanley
something
Parable.
huge. There we go. It was the Stanley Parable developer. This is a beautiful, beautiful game that touches on a lot of things that I think we as creators have probably hit ourselves. Burnout, imposter syndrome, all that kind of stuff. But it does it in a really weird, unique way where you are basically running a tea shop in a forest. But running the tea shop is like the least important part of this game. Like the story and the interaction with different characters throughout the world that you meet, and the different their stories and how their stories affect you and how you grow as a person, and like it's such a special game, mainly for the way it changed the way I think about things, more than just the gameplay itself. It is such a beautiful game in its own right as well. Like you could spend hours just building your own little garden and farming your own little tea leaves and things like that, and then making different cups of tea and running this little shop however you want. Or you could just run through the story and just get to know all of the characters running around in it. And I think that's what makes it quite special. And I think it's one of the more unique experiences this year, in so much as like it is very much like it's more about the message of the start of the game than anything else. But everything around it is so well packaged and well put together that it's a must play experience for me.
I want to get to it. Emma's literally just started it, and I've been meaning to get to it for a while. The way I've had it explained to me, and correct me if I'm wrong, Despawn, is almost like an anti-cozy game, almost like an anti-Stardew Valley, where people are like, whoa, chill out. Don't worry about harvesting those things in the right season and the right... Don't worry about any of that. Chill out. Do it at your own pace. Calm down. And it's like, anti-pressure.
Yeah, so it is very much, but again, that's the whole that kind of plays into the story of the game as well, because it is you play a character who's like this hardened warrior who loses her ability to fight and wakes up in this grove in the middle of a magical forest where you just make a cup of tea whenever you want and just chill and relax, and it's fine. You can let the worries of the world go, and it's about letting the worries of the world go in the greater aspect. And it tells you to it kind of goes into that whole thing of like putting so much pressure on yourself as a person. And it's so good. So good.
Not on my list, unfortunately, mate. Didn't make it. Yeah, it should. I think I had it at like number 40. Oh, sorry. I can't count that high. My bad. No, not for me, unfortunately. Not for me. Matt, number 8.
I think it's my number 8, is it? At number 8, I've got Tony Hawk's Pro Skater 3 and 4 Remake. I never played Tony Hawk's Pro Skater 3 and 4 back in the day. What's wrong, Fix? What's wrong? Tell me what's wrong. You're upset.
Yeah. Schedule 1 didn't make the list, but Tony Hawk Pro Skater 3 and 4 did.
What can I tell you? I didn't remember Schedule 1.
Could have chucked this out, Matt. You could have chucked it out for Schedule 1.
I never played 3 and 4 Remake back in the day. Sorry, I never played 3 and 4 back in the day. But I did play a lot of Tony Hawk's Underground and American Wasteland, all the ones that kind of came after 4. And so going back to 3 and 4, a little bit modernized, was brand new to me. And yeah, I loved it. Yeah, modernized version of the game. What more can you say? It is Tony Hawk through and through. Music's great. Gameplay's so satisfying. I can just never get enough Tony Hawk.
So an Xbox game did make your list.
I got a couple of Xbox games on my list.
Oh, okay. Oh. Well, maybe we won't get shouted at as an Xbox podcast then. Perfect.
Probably will still.
You have to be here more often, Matt. You have multiple.
You're bringing up the.
You got to be here more often.
Yeah, you're bringing up the quote, mate.
We need you. My number 8 is a game that Crash said he would never touch, and I don't understand why, because I thought it was a thoroughly fantastic time, which is Yakuza, Like a Pirate, blah 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 blah. Whatever they call it nowadays. What's it actually called? Because I always get the name wrong.
Like a Dragon, Pirate Yakuza in Hawaii.
Thank you. Number 8 on my list. I've fallen in love with the Yakuza franchise ever since Like a Dragon was a launch game on the series consoles, and it's just one of those games that grabbed me at the right time, obviously back then, and now I'm always excited when a new entry is coming out. Obviously, I know we've got the remaster of 3 coming out soon, and people keep asking me, am I going to go back? Absolutely not. I'm not going back to 0. I'm not doing 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. It's not happening. But this new storyline that they are telling about these iconic characters and the way they've introduced us, because the last Like a Dragon game did a really good job of giving us like a history lesson, and I feel like Pirate Yakuza has kind of done the same thing in a different way. Obviously, different gameplay style. This is not turn-based. This was full-on action, your normal Yakuza gameplay. And I had a thoroughly good time with it. Now, do I prefer the turn-based, or what they've turned into the turn-based Yakuza style games? Yes, I do prefer those. But this game alone, with them reusing assets and reusing the same world and things like that, still managed to capture the heart of what a good Yakuza game is. That's why it's probably a little bit lower on this list than it compared to Like a Dragon was 2 years ago. I think it was 2 years, or last year. I can't remember which one. But yeah, I really, really, really had a good time with it. I ended up putting it down for a really long time and then finishing it maybe 3 weeks ago or something like that. Where I only had like 4 hours left, which was very frustrating. I hate it when I do that. When like I have the intentions to beat a game and I have 4 hours left. It's like, just finish the game. But yeah, I think it told a good story, carried on the world very well, introduced a bunch of characters that I knew of very loosely, but tied them into this world in a really cool way. And the ending, again, no spoilers, but the ending I felt really left a great place for the series to now kick on and do some new stories, instead of it being, I feel like the Like a Dragon games have been a reintroduction of characters and introducing you to new characters, where now they're really going to be able to kick on and tell some unique and interesting stories beyond that. But yeah, the world itself really fun, and yeah, just had a really, really great time with it overall, to be honest with you. Eastbourne,
Hi. What would you like me to
you made
say?
the list?
Oh, I made the list.
Ah, interesting.
Yeah, I'm not as much of a hater as you. It's a bit higher on my list. I will say where just yet.
Whoa, I'm not a hater.
Number 8. Come on, no. Yeah, no, it's a great game. It definitely
game's better than that.
I don't think there is, so we'll see. But yeah, no, it's up there for me. And again, like for all the reasons you said, I love the story. I love the introduction of new characters, old characters. Kind of like I like this whole kind of like two play styles, the way that the Like a Dragon / Yakuza series is going. I'm interested to see when future games are going to go. I am going to go back and play the Kiwami games, because I fell in love with this series as part of the Like a Dragon games. So I'm very much like relatively new to it. So I want to just take it all in. And yeah. And I think like this new reboot or this new remake is going to be the best way to do that.
Well, they've remade 0 already, right? 0.
They've done 0, 1 and 2. This is Kiwami 3. Yeah.
I can't. No.
Okay.
No. I want to, but I can't.
Yeah. Just to let you all know, in the chat, 2026 is the year that MXM becomes a Yakuza streamer only. I will be doing
only
all that.
Yakuza games.
Mm-hmm.
Only Yakuza games on the channel. Yep. Be ready.
Mm-hmm.
My Yakuza and Me podcast coming soon near you.
Happening. Yep.
Happening. Crash, number 7.
Yeah, number 7. Continuing the line of the last 2 picks, Battlefield 6 is my number 7 game.
Mine too.
Yeah, I really like this game. I love the BR, the normal game modes. I haven't touched the campaign, admittedly. Maybe if I played the campaign, it would have dropped it down lower. Who knows?
I beat the campaign and it's still at 7.
I still have 7. Okay, good.
I did have the campaign and it's still at 7 on my list as well.
Oh, there we go. That's
wow. Look at you guys.
Wow.
Yeah, this game is super fun. I think there's some moments where it's like it's normal Battlefield, but like those moments where it hits and everything's perfect, and you're playing the BR or something, and somebody's running around in a tank and a building blows up to the side of you, where they found the perfect balance of like what a BR is and that Battlefield magic. And I think in general, this game just really found that Battlefield magic that I feel has been missing for a while. And it came back in a big way. And it's just every time I play this, sometimes I'm a little hesitant of like, I don't know if I want to play this. And then I start playing this and I'm like, I'm an idiot for even thinking I don't know if I want to play this. It's just always a fun time.
Only reason the Battlefield 6 isn't higher on my list is because Arc Raiders exists. And that is honestly the truth. If Arc Raiders didn't come out, Battlefield would have been the game that I put 100 hours in to with ease. You know, the Battle Royale dropped. It's fine. I don't think it's amazing. I don't think it's bad. I think its core game that came out at launch is very, very, very good. Single player is, I think I gave it a 7 on my review. Maybe I think so. I think it was a 7. I thought it was fine. I didn't think it was anywhere as bad as what some people made out. And I think I was proven right in that, because then go look at Call of Duty's campaign, which was absolutely dog shit this year. So.
Wait, so did no one else put Call of Duty in their top 10?
Oh, it's my number one game. Yeah,
I
my number one game.
I think this is the first year ever since Call of Duty 4 came out on the 360 that I've not played a Call of Duty.
Yeah, not touched it.
I think this is the first year ever. Like, that is, you've got to really mess up for me not to play a Call of Duty.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
So, yeah, wild. But yeah, no, Battlefield, great game. Great game. The one thing that worries me about Battlefield is like long term. Because I can't see myself ever going back to Battlefield is my issue. Am I going to jump back into Battlefield and the skill level is just so high that I'm then like, okay, I'm not interested? I don't think that is going to be an issue, but it could be. And I think that's what puts me off a little bit of going back. But yeah, Battlefield's so good. Battlefield 6 it's rejuvenated my love for Battlefield since Battlefield probably 3 and 4, you know? We've had a couple of bad ones in between, so yeah.
Hardline, I see you. I've said it before, and I'll say it again. Battlefield is back, baby.
Yeah,
that's all I'll say.
How much have you played again?
Before Arc Raiders dropped.
It's like before BC, before Arc Raiders.
Before AR. Yeah.
AR. Yeah.
But no, I really enjoy my time with it, and yeah, like I say, the moment-to-moment gameplay in those maps, just the map design as well. Like we don't talk enough about that. Like every map felt like well balanced, interesting. Like a map never loaded up. I was like, oh, not this map again. Like every map had something fun and unique to do, and no matter what playstyle you wanted to run into it with, whether you wanted to be a sniper, assault, shotgun, or whatever it is, like it always felt like there was something to do in each map.
It's also the case of Battlefield does something that I think is very hard for multiplayer, like PvP multiplayers to do in general, where it's you can feel rewarded even if you lose a match of Battlefield. Yes, of like, oh, we tried, but I ended up getting rid of the tank. I opened up a shot for my team and we didn't get it, but we did our best, and I feel rewarded for that, where you don't really get that in a lot of other PvP games.
No, a lot of PvP, especially like straight up first person shooters, like a lot of them are very much like, if you're not like getting 20 kills and 2, you're not contributing to the game. Whereas Battlefield, it's like, if you're healing like half your team consistently, then you're going to be near the top of the leaderboard. Yeah. If you're locking down those points, you're going to be top of the leaderboard. Like you can always feel like there is a playstyle. Yeah, you're rewarded for your playstyle.
You're rewarded for playing your role in Battlefield, and that's always been why Battlefield's been the special game for me. Like I'm not the best shooter, right? So I always get on the point. It's like, if you can do something do something good well in Battlefield, you can have a good time in Battlefield, in my opinion. So yeah, agree, Crush, agree. Matt, you're the only one that didn't put it at number 7 on your list. So what do you have at number 7?
Battlefield didn't make my list at all, actually. I enjoyed it. I understand it's a fantastic game. Just for me, this year didn't really click and just didn't make the top 10. So there we go. Battlefield not on my list, unfortunately. But my number 7 game, when this game got announced, if you told me it was only going to be number 7 and not higher on my list, I would have thought you were crazy, because I anticipated this game being much higher on my list. Still a fantastic game. It's Split Fiction. And Fixer's on his way to a seated position.
I am.
Nice slow camera drop.
Yeah, nice slow decline. Split Fiction, number 7 for me. Me and Emma played through it, thought it was great, and the whole time we just both kept kind of going, it's good, but I think we were having more fun playing the game that they made before, It Takes Two.
A Way Out. No, A Way Out.
And A Way Out. We played A Way Out. No, I think Split Fiction is better than A Way Out. Split Fiction
not
is
A Way Out. Not A Way Out. I don't mean A Way Out. I mean It Takes Two, right?
It Takes Two. It's just so much more fun. And like every time we were playing Split Fiction, my major issue with it was that narrative and those two protagonists were just not fun. They just weren't fun enough. Everything was just that bit too serious. Everything was just that bit too like, oh, we're really trying to have a message with this. Like, I'm just like, I don't really care. Like, just give me the fun, goofy stuff. And the gameplay is great, and the way they mix up the gameplay is great. No other game development studio does it like Hazelight. I'm super excited to see what they do next still. But yeah, for me, Split Fiction didn't hit as hard as I had anticipated it hitting, but still, top 7 game for me this year. Still well worth playing. Because there's nothing else out in the market like it, right? There's
Right.
split screen co-op.
Well,
they have
Not until that
They have it
anime game
unlocked.
comes
that
out.
Nintendo exclusive anime game. Until that comes
I'm
out,
here for it. I'm here for it. Day
Oh,
one.
Oh, I did see that. That did look interesting. But again, for me, that looked far more focused on like space fairy battle, right? The thing I kind of love about Hazelight is like it looked focused, right? Like whereas Hazelight is like every mission is going to be totally different,
Oh.
and you're going to have a totally
Right.
different power set, and you're going to figure it out, and da. And I love that creativity. I love like I have no idea what's coming next. You know, there's a bit of Split Fiction. Spoilers for very early Split Fiction. One of you's fine.
How light is the spoiler?
Just like what you play as in an early mission.
Okay, fine.
Yeah, where you're like playing as pigs and you're like farting and shit. It's like
It's in the
hilarious.
trailer.
Oh,
It's in the trailer. It's fun.
Spoilers. Can't
Um,
believe he spoiled it.
It's great. I just want that team to like really lean into comedy for their next one and get some really, really good writers on board. And I think like you've got a hell of a fucking game.
Enough. Yeah, I biggest regret. I know we're gonna do our categories and stuff next week, I think, Crash, right? But like, if we have a biggest regret not playing, it's gonna be Split Fiction. I love Hazelight's games, and I just couldn't, for some reason, I just couldn't find the time for me and Haley to sit down and play it. And like every time I was like, oh, we should play it. It was like, yeah, but we could play, and we could play, and we could play, and we just never got to it. And it's like I say, too many games this year. But yeah, it's a shame I missed it. Because I think it would have been pretty high on my list as well. It's definitely a me game. Like I need to get to it.
Oh, you guys will have a blast.
Yeah. Yeah. Number
6.
6 for you, Crash.
My number 6 game is Repo. Yeah, this again falls in line with the last 3 games of very good vehicles, and Fix loved this game, by the way. Very good vehicles to hang out with friends, and I think you're making a face, Fix.
Finish your statement, brother.
I was gonna go on to something else. That's why I'm letting you speak your piece.
No, I just don't think it's a good game.
I think you're wrong. though.
Period. Like, I understand I think it's a good vehicle to hang out with your friends. Sure. I just didn't find it fun at all.
Yeah, but saying it's not a good game because you didn't find it fun is a little weird to me. Because I think this game is fun in the same vein as a Moving Out is fun or something like that.
Yeah.
Like you
I find
carrying
those games
something and
fun.
breaking it.
I hate moving out.
Like,
For me,
yeah,
it was too similar to Content Warning that we all played together, but I much
Mhm.
preferred Content Warning.
I ain't great content.
Interesting.
warning
And so
more.
like the whole time we were playing it, I was like, yeah, it's cool, but I'd rather be playing Content Warning. There was something about
Personally-
like the randomness and like the trying to get famous thing, and the, like I just preferred the narrative of it, I guess, like the kind of meta narrative. And
Watching the little video at the end.
yeah,
I So let's talk about Repo. The reason I like Repo as much as I do is it starts you off, you're very much so monsters coming, you're scared. But as you progress through the levels, it works somewhat like a roguelike. If you're getting weapons and you're getting all these power-ups, and you can slowly start killing the monsters and using the monsters you kill for the money at the end. And it just creates a very fun and satisfying loop of you working with your friends to like the big mouth lady, the lady that like chomps on you.
Yeah.
Killing her ends up becoming like a moment in that game. And I feel like the game is set up to have a lot of those moments. That it was just a really enjoyable game where like I think I have experiences in this game that trump everything below this game just off of how the game is set up to have those moments.
And to be fair, I think part of it is that when we played it together, we never got that deep, right? Like we were on the 24-hour stream when we played it, and we never got to that point. You know, it was the same loop was for us, was going in, getting scared, hiding.
Those early loops, I think Lethal Company is significantly better at that. Like You go in, you avoid the monsters, and you get out with everything you can. I think Lethal Company does that a lot better than Repo does. But Repo at everything else, I think, is just overall. Now, I don't want to say overall a better game because I do like Lethal Company better than this at the end of the day. But Repo is an overall, for all those other aspects, I think Repo pulls them off better in being a more social game and knowing how to deliver those social moments for players to have an opportunity and the agency to make something out of it.
Hey, no, I might be putting faces, mate, but my faces don't mean nothing. You know, your list is your list at the end of the day.
Can I jump in and go next?
No.
Only because it's kind of similar, I guess.
Okay.
My number 6 is Peak. So in the year of Friend Slop becoming a legit genre, and these two things kind of being the top of it, what's wrong?
Games Fix loved back.
I know.
It's
Mhm.
absolutely
Big
loved
fan of Peak.
Fix dislikes Peak for the same reason he dislikes Repo.
Yeah. But for me, like, Peak has all of that stuff that Repo has, but like accessibility, where in a world where like you don't need to know anything, you don't need to get to grips with Peak, like you just get it. It just makes sense. It's relatively simple. And you can just keep trying and keep having a lot of fun with it. Proximity chat, similar to Repo, like just adds so much to this game. But also the way it's been supported this year, I think, is like really important. The way the community rallied around it, the story behind it of like the development studio losing funding on the game that they were making, them being like, fuck this, we're going to move to a cabin in the woods for 6 weeks and make what became Peak. I love it. And yeah, I love the studio behind it. And the sense of humor and the kind of, like you say, Crash, the facilitating kind of just hanging out with your mates in this really hilarious world is brilliant. So Peak's in at my number 6.
I preferred Repo more than Peak. Just want to put that out there.
Wow.
Wow.
Damn.
Wild.
I just didn't spend enough time with either of them. Sorry.
Peak is not on my list.
Fun fact, Repo's not on mine.
In fact, neither were on mine. So
Despawn has the worst list. Fix has the worst list. We can agree on that.
We can agree on
move
that for sure, Crash. But we knew that
Yeah.
coming into the episode, didn't we? Let's face it.
Good point. Yeah, absolutely.
I will be honest though. Like, I feel like Peak would have made my list if I'd spent more than like 2 sessions in it, and one of those sessions was just a solo run, just to get to grips with the controls before we jumped into it. And then
It's not
I've
a
only
solo game at all.
no,
Yeah.
that's the thing. I've only played it twice, and once is the worst way to play it. So like, yeah.
And second was with me, and I was miserable.
Yeah, we just went balls at you. Yeah, you ruined it for me. That's what it is. Like, it made my list if it wasn't for you.
That's fair. That's totally fair. Totally fair. Yeah, no, look, the game, I'm sure the game is fun, but do you know what I think it is? The problem is, as well, is both of those games we played and Arc Raiders existed, and all I cared about was Arc Raiders at that moment in time.
Got to get those
Like,
toasters.
it didn't matter what was there. If it weren't Arc Raiders, I didn't give a shit. Let's be honest.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
I do think I did those games a disservice, and I am sorry for that.
Like 2060 years with
but
Friend Slap it?
Yeah.
Maybe with new
You
ones.
Fix.
I'm not getting
Yeah.
back. There's no way. I'm not getting back. Saying new. The one thing I will tell you right now on the podcast: the minute that Crash says to us, "Yo, we should play insert game here," we all need to stop what we're doing and play it.
I mean, I might be at
Because
work,
I
but
feel like, you know what I mean.
yeah.
I feel like there's a moment that happens, and if you miss that window in that moment, you play it afterwards, you're just like, I don't get it.
You don't get the magic. It's not like, yeah. I think it's fair.
So, yeah. And I think
Because you
that's
see
what
the
happens
rat
with those
strats
games.
on TikTok, and it's just like, well, it's ruined it for me now.
Well,
Well,
what of
yeah.
course will help with that this year, Fix, is because Crash will not just say we need to go play this game. He will say we're going to stream this game on MXM.
On
I'm going
this
to stream this
day,
game on
At this
MXM,
time,
and you're
mhm.
coming.
Exactly. I agree, Matt. I agree.
That's happening.
Fully. As Crash
Yep.
has
Falling
said
out,
that
Crash,
he's going
now,
to
you-
stream.
You hate me.
Crash
now.
said he's going to stream
I mean,
every
I'll
week.
host those streams. Yeah.
It's weird to think we haven't heard the date for him to stream this week. Maybe it's because we're doing this live.
It's because
So
we're
he's
doing this
based-
live.
Makes
Mhm.
sense.
Got
Yeah.
it, got
Oh,
it,
this
got
is
it.
not how. That's
Makes
Hi,
sense.
chat.
Makes
Hi,
sense. That makes sense. Yeah, makes sense. Hello,
Got
chat.
it, got it, got it, got it, got it.
Number.
I suppose I need to do my number 6, right?
six.
Because everyone else has gone round.
Yeah.
So my number 6. Oh, so here's the thing. I want to swap a game out, but I don't think I should because I kind of want to. So the game I want to
Don't be
swap
a
out is an
coward.
earlier.
Commit to the list.
No, I'm going to commit to the list. So the game I was going to swap it out and bring in an early access game, but I'm going to save that for when it does a 1.0 launch. So the game I am going to talk about is another game which I've talked about a lot on this podcast because I loved it. It is the wonderful Hades 2. I've said it before. I love a good roguelike. I love a good indie. Like, I don't think you could get a better example of a roguelike in 2025 than Hades 2. I think it did everything right for me. I think it took everything that Hades 1 did and just made it infinitely better. Like, it doubled the size of the world. The weapons were all unique and interesting. I love the story elements to it. The art style is even more gorgeous than Hades 1 was. And yeah, like any moment I had with this game, I loved it. It was that perfect because it was around the time again where I was like, Steam Deck, then into the ROG Ally, like it's the perfect game for just that one more run in an evening kind of game. And yeah, no, I absolutely adored everything that Super Giant did with this. And yeah, like absolutely loved it. I think if you are a fan of roguelikes, then this is a game you cannot miss. You cannot skip this game.
I did.
Hades 2 is not on my list, and I think the reason it doesn't make my list is because I think Supermassive is on a long run of releasing master classes of games since Bastion, I would say. That since Transistor and even Hades 1 didn't hit me the same way. And I think Hades 1 is a really, really good game. And then Hades 2 is more Hades 1, so it just doesn't hit me. But I think this game is absolutely phenomenal. I don't think you can deny quality of game as you play it. Where this being in people's top 5s, top 3s, whatever the case may be for me, would absolutely make sense.
Yeah, I think I'm in a similar boat. Like Hades 1, I played quite a lot of, but never finished. Hades 2, I played maybe like an hour, 2 hours, and was like, yep, I get it. For some reason, these games just don't hook me in the way that a lot of roguelikes do. I don't know what it is, but yeah, you can absolutely respect the mastery that they have. And how good these games are.
Mm-hmm.
So,
I wouldn't know. I didn't play it. Sorry.
Is it when you go back to it now that you've spent some time with like Rug Prince and things like that, and Bald Pit, obviously?
I did a. I can't remember. I did a stream for. I did like a sponsored stream for.
You did for Hades 1.
For Hades 1, yeah. Do you remember?
On Xbox when it came to Game Pass.
Yeah. I did a sponsored stream for that, and then I was like, I'm good. This is fine. I like it. It's good. You know it's a good game. Like, you don't need me to tell you on this podcast if it's a good game or not. You know it's a good game. Listen to every other industry person who talks about this game. But it just isn't. They just don't get me for some reason. Yeah. Like, I don't know why. It just doesn't grab me. But I tell you what, a game that did grab me, Despawn, at number 6. Assassin's Creed Shadows.
Oh.
Yeah. I really enjoyed Assassin's Creed Shadows. Again, I think I definitely enjoyed it more than everybody else on the podcast. That could be because I love Ubisoft games. Now, full transparency, I'm also paid to love Ubisoft games. But I also wouldn't say, like I've loved Ubisoft since the start of gaming. It was the first company I ever worked with. Like, you know, like that takes nothing away from how good Assassin's Creed Shadow is to me, right? Like, I have waited for a Assassin's Creed game in Japan for so long. Now, do I wish if this game had released earlier, I think people would be more hot on this game. If this was the first open world Assassin's Creed game and we didn't get Origins, Odyssey, Valhalla, what else? There was one more that I'm missing, I feel like.
I
think that's them. If this was the first one, I think people would have a different opinion on this game because I think Ubisoft as a whole is in a different spot in the way people think of that company. Whether or not people want to admit it or not, they let that influence their. I'm not saying people on this podcast. I'm just saying people in general. Let that influence their decisions on whether a good game is. The amount of people that have gone back to Avatar and like, oh my god, this game's really actually good. I'm like, motherfuckers, I remember when I played Avatar, said it was a good game, and everyone was like, no, corporate shill. Okay, like there's nothing more you can really do. If someone's made up their mind, they've made up their mind before they've even played the game. Shadows
Mhm.
for me told an interesting story about a topic that I think people were obviously sensitive on, which is a black man in Japan during these times. Which again, yes, I know, I get it. Maybe you think I'm woke or some bullshit because I've spoken about South of Midnight and now the black guy in Assassin's Creed Shadows. But it's cool to see black stories being told. Not only that, it has a play style in the game which is very much me, which is run and gun. Run in, be the most powerful machine there is in the game before you even unlock anything, like, and have fun. Or you can play as this amazing ninja Naue, who is very good. I would have liked a little bit more character development from her side, other than Pain, which I think that's been the lately. That just seems like that's PlayStation have got a problem with it at the moment as well. It's like person dies, that's their motive. Person dies, that's the like. It's a shame that that's the only thing where. Yes, Yasuke, that isn't his story. Yes, it is pain, but it's in a different way. It's not about losing someone. It's about who he is as a character. So story-wise, number one, I thought it was really good and I enjoyed it. It had a good payoff. Not only that, the DLC that came out, I told you guys about that. Really, really, really enjoyed that as well. So I'm putting those together, the DLCs and the main game. And then not only that, I enjoyed there's certain elements of the game I didn't enjoy. I'll talk about those as well, which is like the base building stuff I didn't give a crap about. I didn't think it was needed. I didn't enjoy it. It wasn't fleshed out enough. There are some people that absolutely love it though. Let's make that very clear. So maybe I'm the outlier on that. And then it goes back to the open world Assassin's Creed games that I have fallen in love with. You know, I've left I left my country to go to other countries because of Assassin's Creed games. Now, I was already going to go to Japan, but sure, it's made me want to go to Japan even more. Like, you know, like, I don't think you can pay a game more of a compliment than that. Assassin's Creed for me is also, I'm a dum-dum. Everyone knows that. I learned so much about different cultures because of Assassin's Creed. Whether it's Japan or, you know, the Viking era or Egypt, you know, like, I've learned so much. And I think when you can teach somebody something, without it being sit down and learn, I think that should be that's a good thing for me, and that's the way I learn. I learn better that way as well. So yeah, man, just really enjoyed it. Learning about bowing and, you know, things of that nature in this game was really cool. Well, yeah, I just really, really enjoyed it. It was a fun game for me.
But the big question is, how confident would you be going to a tea ceremony? Because I know there is
Yeah, I
this.
think
Doesn't remember
it's
a single thing about the tea ceremony.
No, no.
Yeah,
the single thing about that.
I
You
do.
got this. Yeah,
I
you
do.
You
got
remember
this.
the
Yeah.
event. You don't remember like.
Medium bow,
Mhm.
Okay.
because you don't want to go. You don't want too high. Is okay. Now I'm getting nervous. I'm gonna get it wrong. I think too high is like disrespectful, but too low is also something as well.
I think it's
certain-
condescending. Yeah.
I think you turn the cup with your right hand.
Mm-hmm.
This will be able
I have
to.
no clue. You
Yeah, I don't
fix-
know.
I
I
want
don't
you to
know.
know you could have said anything. I'll be like, yeah, I guess you got it right.
I think I remember. I could be wrong. I think someone in the Twitch chat will tell me right now that I'm wrong. But hey, it's
I
what
will
it is.
say, in my time
Um,
playing the game, that was absolutely by far my favorite moment in the whole game.
the
The
tea
tea
ceremony.
ceremony. Yeah.
Yeah, it's a good moment. But there's other good moments in that game if you experience them.
Oh, there is. Yeah. So I'm not. No,
I'm not saying that there isn't.
no arguments.
I like
zero.
just for
Yeah.
me, I don't think it was worth getting to those moments for me.
Oh, that's
So-
fine.
Yeah,
but
no, yeah, I'm not
yeah,
like
there is more good moments in that
Yeah.
game overall. Again, I just don't know. I think the problem is you're stuck as Ubisoft. You're stuck between like, hey, we got to make the next Assassin's Creed game. What do we do? Okay, well, people have been asking for Japan for a
Hey,
long
look-
time. Okay, let's do it. Then it doesn't live up to their expectations because people's expectations are
I-
for
I think-
Ubisoft to make
Mhm.
not a Ubisoft game.
Yeah,
I think Ubisoft's in a tough spot in a similar way to if you look at Square Enix with a Final Fantasy game, or you look at, I think Capcom has been better at dealing with Resident Evil games, but these are long running franchises that have existed for so long that fans love different things about them,
Yeah.
that it's hard to make a game that appeals to everyone. So I'm fully like, I love Assassin's Creed. I'll always love the older Assassin's Creed. Even when they tried doing that again with Mirage, it didn't hit the same for me because it felt like going back in time instead of like a fresh new experience of that type. So I think I think the best thing they can do is probably continue to make the open world games. Because I think that is the future
they sell
for them.
Gunbusters, right? They sell gangbusters, so and by the way, I didn't mention the normal things like it's beautiful. Like the world they built there is absolutely amazing. Like, you know, graphically amazing. The music in the game's amazing. There's so much to love about that game. But again, I think if another studio releases that exact game, people like it a lot more than they do if it's not Ubisoft, in my opinion.
Yeah, I agree. I think as well, it felt like, and maybe I'm off on this, but like it felt like the most heightened part of that kind of ridiculous social media gone way too far with like black characters, female characters. It felt like it got, I don't know, maybe it still feels like that now if a similar game releases. I didn't feel that with Yotai, but like, yeah, it felt like it was in the biggest heat of that kind of nonsense that was going on in social media, which does feel like it's died off a little bit now.
I also think the case with Assassin's Creed Shadows is the dislike for the game is very loud. I think a lot of people genuinely enjoyed the game. I just think if you're enjoying the game, and especially if you're more of a casual person, you're not going to go online and talk about like, wow, Shadows is a fantastic game. And you're not going to be arguing with people who say it's shit for X, Y, and Z. You're going to be playing the game and enjoying the game. You know?
Really quickly.
Go on.
Go on. No, go on.
I was going to say, JoJo's in the chat. It was there with Ghost. I know it was there with Ghost. I don't think it was quite as bad, and I might be off on that. But maybe that was the perfect storm of, Assassin's Creed having a black protagonist and a female protagonist, and so just doubling down on that front. I don't know.
I'm glad you said it because it was literally what I was about to say.
Well, there we go.
I appreciate it.
I think the Ghost of Yote situation is also like the thing people have complaining about that, or also the stuff people complained about Horizon. Of like the female character not looking to whatever degree they wanted them to look like, or whatever the case is. Whatever they say.
It's stupid across the board. Stop fucking doing it, people.
There you go. Yeah.
So there we go.
Big dumb energy. I will say that Shadows didn't make my top 10, but it was in my honorable mentions, mainly for the fact of, like with any other game, not enough time with it. Like, I enjoyed what I played of it, and yeah, I like the different. I will say that I basically skipped Yasuke for most of it because I'm more of a stealth player. But I think that's what the game's designed for, right? Like, you pick the style that you enjoy most. Like,
oh, okay, sorry, yeah, okay.
I didn't skip. I didn't skip it because I didn't like his story. I just skipped it because I didn't like his playstyle as much as Naoe's. Like, I just enjoy
his proper
stealthing those
introduction
games.
bit though is so good.
Oh yeah, I mean it was all great, but yeah, just not enough time with it. To make the list in the end.
That's the bit I did in the preview. Do you remember when I come back from the preview being like, yo, this game.
Someone else gonna love it. He's always gonna be a you game.
Yeah. I mean, told you, game previews are one of the hardest things you can ever do.
Yeah.
But, like,
no, for sure.
I promise you, that is a fact. Like, if you've never previewed a game before, there are so many times where you go into a preview and it's like, yeah, this game is gonna be it, and then you get to it and you're like,
where was the rest of it? Yeah.
Where's all the bits that I enjoyed about this game? Oh, there it is. Smack bang in the middle of the game. Thank you. Appreciate it. Thank you. Number 5, Crash.
Number 5 is a game that most people will say might be too high, and then some people will say it's too low. It is Digimon Time Strangers. You know?
Had to be in here somewhere.
It was gonna be in here somewhere.
Wow.
Look, I'm going to tell you that when we do the overall list, I probably won't be making a peep about this game for that list.
Yeah,
but for my list, I absolutely love this game. I think it is probably my second favorite turn-based game this year. It is. I enjoy the core idea of the story. There's stuff that I dislike about it, but I think just having that monster collector game. I haven't enjoyed the last few Pokemon. I haven't played a Digimon game in forever. It just came at the right time to just really get me hooked on like the core identity of the game, aside from the world or what franchise it is. It's a similar reason that when Pal World came out, I enjoyed Pal World as much as I did. It is that enjoyment of just going around and collecting things and finding the right way to level them up however they need to turn into what you want to turn into. I enjoyed this game a lot, where I wouldn't be surprised if in a few years I'm like, I want to go back and play this game again. I really enjoy it. I think the combat's also really good. I think there's some balance issues and stuff they could for sure clean up, but I feel like they put a bigger budget into this game and you feel it in a lot of ways that you have it in other games as well. Go ahead, Fix.
Love it.
No. I just love the fact that Despawn was ready with a trailer for this. Like, I like the fact he was ready. Like,
Oh, I wasn't.
You-
I'm just good at my job.
well done, Despawn. Well done. Well
Yeah.
done. Hey, no one else has played it, Crash. So we take your word for it as a top
Yeah.
5 game in your list. You know,
My list. This is I wanna
5 game of the year,
clarify.
my friend.
My list. I would not buy. Look. It's not going to be in the MXAM discussion at all. I won't put it unless conversations happen a certain way. No, it
Yeah.
won't. It won't be. It won't be going in that in that.
I mean,
discussion.
spoiler, it's
It
my
could
number
open
one.
up, it could land a 10 slot. Who knows?
Oh, we know.
no, it couldn't.
I don't think so.
No, apparently not. Then Crash.
It couldn't. No,
Who's
up?
Definitely
Number 5.
not. Despawn is up. Number 5.
Hello. Number 5, we've already talked about number 5. It's Pirate Yakuza.
Oh yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. I told you
Alright.
higher up on my list because you're a hater.
Whether or not I do, I don't know. I'm not. This isn't a guarantee.
Mm.
But if I play a Yakuza game this year, is it
Yeah.
Infinite Wealth or Pirate Hawaii?
Infinite Wealth.
Yeah.
Matt,
Infinite Wealth.
Wait, no. Is that the first one? Is Infinite Wealth the first one?
No, Infinite Wealth's the second one.
Yeah.
So it's Like a Dragon and
No,
then Infinite Wealth
Like a
and
Dragon.
then Pirate Yakuza.
Play Like a Dragon.
Oh, okay. I didn't know that they were different. I thought it was Like a Dragon, Infinite Wealth. I thought that was the name of the
That's
game.
what it's called. Yeah. So you got
Right.
Like a Dragon. You got Like a Dragon. Yakuza Like a Dragon. That's number 1.
Yeah.
Then you've got Yakuza Like a Dragon, Infinite Wealth. Then you've got Like a
Pirate
Dragon. Pirate
You know-
Yakuza Like a Dragon. Yeah.
Matt, I will
Just follow
say
the shop.
the comedy and the humor and the overall tone of the game is very
One-
much you.
Yep.
I was thinking,
Yeah,
like,
no,
yeah, it's a very you game in a lot of ways. I don't know if the turn-based aspect and the length of the game is something that you would like connect with, but I think the tone of the universe
The-
is something you would definitely vibe with.
The length is what
Ichiban
scares
for
me.
Matt. Ichiban. Just Golden Path it.
Yeah, the
I think I have
length
to
is
do
what scares
everything.
me. The turn-based doesn't scare me because, South Park, I would say Stick of Truth is like one of my favorite
Yep.
games of all time.
Oh, you'd be fine. Yeah.
And obviously Claire Obscure this year and stuff like that. Like turn-based, I'm fine with. It is the length that scares me.
So what I would say is, if you want to just jump into Infinite Wealth, jump into it. Like I started with Infinite Wealth and went back to Like a Dragon. Like
I've
you
never-
get a better
I've
you get a
actually
better
never
feel for
beat-
it do the other way. But
I've
yeah,
actually never beat Like a Dragon.
yeah.
The first one. I beat. Yeah. No, I think you would like Ichiban a lot, though. Is
Mhm.
my thing, Matt. So I
Okay.
feel like, and you get more of him in the first game.
I don't
Like a Dragon,
think
okay,
you'd go
cool.
wrong with either one of them.
Yeah,
if
there's
you
no
were to
wrong
start
answer,
with either one
really.
of them. I think the
Like a
games do a
Dragon's
very
fine.
good job of not feeling lost with whichever game you choose to
That's
start
true.
with. Where a lot of
Mhm.
games talk about like, oh, you don't need to play the previous games, and then you play it, and there's like a 10-hour like introduction, and then you're like, I still don't know what's going on.
Yeah,
Yeah.
The Like a Dragon games are very good at like, you'll get what you need to get when you need to know it. They do a very good job of like introducing information to you.
Yeah, those games are very good at like they'll hold your hand through it for the basic elements. But if you are a long-term fan, there is so much more to get out of it. But like you're not going to miss anything per se by just jumping in wherever.
Is it on
Yeah.
Game Pass? I'm checking. I'm trying to have a
Um,
look if it's on Game Pass.
The majority of them are on
It
Game
was.
Pass. I don't know like if it is anymore.
Yeah, it was. Matt,
I'll
on
figure it
your
out.
RPG,
Yeah,
Put it
well,
up.
this is what I'm thinking. This is what I'm thinking for
Put it
sure.
up. Put it- I finished Like a Dragon. No, I finished. No, I didn't finish any of them. I played Pirate a lot on
The RG.
ROG. Yeah. Yes. That was all the side content and stuff though. So yeah.
You want
Um,
to do number 5 or me fix?
Please. Who is it?
Me or you?
Oh, it'll be you then, Matt.
Yeah, Matt.
My number 5 is the Oblivion remake.
Ooh.
Oh.
I started it when they launched it, put a lot of time into it, picked it back up recently, put a lot more time into it. It's just great in it, and it's like a good remake. It is what it was, but it's also so much better in every way. It's great. It's great. I don't need to talk about it too long. It's an iconic game in an iconic franchise. Yeah, it's just brilliant. It does. Every time I'm playing it, I'm like, should I actually be playing Avowed? Probably, but I'm not. I'm here. I'm playing Oblivion.
You play what you like, mate.
Yeah.
Does it
I'm
make
just
me
happy you're
upset
playing
by the end of
games.
the year? Does it make me upset at the end of the year? Yeah, it does. But you play what you want, you know? Crash, on the other
As I
hand,
was
play
playing
more
it the
new
other day,
games.
yeah, as I was playing it the other day, Emma was like, "What is this?" And I was like, "Oblivion." And she's played Skyrim, but I don't think she knows that Elder Scrolls is necessarily a franchise that she's aware
Okay.
of. And she was like, "Oh, it looks like Skyrim, but it looks really, really nice. It looks like the water looks great, and this, that, and the other." And I was like, "You should probably play it."
Is there
So,
a
we'll see if
world
she
in
gets
which
into
we
it.
get a Skyrim remake soon?
Oh, for sure. Like once they've run out of platforms to release Skyrim on, you'll get a Skyrim remake for them to add, like re-release it on all those platforms.
Mad.
Like I guarantee,
Um,
like without talking about how great this game is, like, but I haven't played enough for it to even make my list. But like I don't know which studio it was that made this, but the quality of what they did do with it, like I could see them being given the reins to do a Skyrim remaster in the future.
Is it a remaster or a remake?
Uh,
Kai Crash.
What
somewhere
do
in
they call
between.
Oh, I'm
Oblivion?
muted. Sorry, they call it a remaster. It's not a
Okay.
remake.
Do they?
Yeah.
Yeah. Because they
Oh, wow,
they
okay.
didn't. I think their whole thing with it is they didn't change enough for it to be a remake.
Mhm. I think it was mainly they changed models and things like that, but the story
Models they
and
changed some
quests.
gameplay stuff to modernize it a little bit, but nothing like
Mhm.
super drastic.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Fair enough. Fair enough. Number 5 for me. I'm gonna go with Blueprints.
Ooh.
It's too low. It's too low.
And it was originally at number 3,
Okay.
but I've had to move some things around. Yeah, number 5 for me is Blueprints. The reason why is it's a amazing game. I think we've all got it on our list other than Crash.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Crash is not taste, it's fine.
Probably one of the most special puzzle games that I've played in a very long time. I don't like puzzle games. Like puzzle games are not a genre of game that I play. I don't like thinking when I play video games. I always say that. And this was I remember when me and H sat down to play it and we streamed it and we got the old notebook out and you're jotting down everything and then you learn that everything means something in that game, which is probably one of the most fun things you can learn. And when you get stuck on something and then you figure it out, you have that eureka moment. It's that hit of dopamine that you don't get in anything else because it's hard as well. Like the puzzles are not easy. They're not easy puzzles. They're not easy to figure out. It's not easy to think about. And as
Spoilers, Despawn spoilers.
As Despawn shows always notes, but yeah, it's a really really special puzzle game that honestly probably should be higher on my list. But it just tells you the type of games that I like. But this tells you how much of a good puzzle game this must be for it to touch my top 5. Now, I never beat it. I never got to beat it, unfortunately. But the tiles that you lay out to then move through the mansion and yeah, man, what a special game. I hope they make another one just like it. Just give me like another story about some other thing in a school. I don't care, whatever it is. Just like I'd love another one.
Might be waiting a while, but yeah. If I'm
That's
not
fine,
mistaken,
but,
I think this game took like 9 years to make.
I mean,
the story?
was that
Oh, wait.
9 years with no money?
Yeah, that's true. And now they've got 9 years with money. Yeah.
Now they've got money. So
Yeah.
I
will
know.
say, Go on.
I wouldn't be surprised if they never make another game ever again.
that wouldn't surprise me either.
It kind of feels like that. Like they didn't go to any of the award shows. The developer behind it, they're not interested in that.
Is it
like
one person?
I think it's a one-person team. Yeah.
Yeah, I think looking
I'm
at the
sure
credit, I
maybe
think
they had
like
freelance
had
help or
like
whatever, but
they've had help and like additional stuff, but yeah, I think it was a majority one person laying it all out and stuff like that. But yeah,
but yeah, I agree. It's number 3 on my list.
That's
Yes,
where it
number
was
3 on my
originally on
list.
mine.
It is the best couch co-op game of the year, and it's not even a couch co-op game because
Agreed.
like you absolutely need to sit with somebody and do that notebook and get crazy, and then
Yeah.
something clicks and you're like, give me the controller. I can't explain it to you, but I know how to beat that puzzle
Yeah.
now. And yeah, it's a roguelike puzzle game that doesn't make any sense. Like when you try and describe it to somebody, it doesn't make any sense. You've just got to jump in and start playing, and then it will click. And it doesn't take long to click, and then all of a sudden you're down the rabbit hole and totally addicted. It's a really, really phenomenal game, special game.
Yeah, I think
Only,
Well-
I was just gonna say the only reason Blueprints doesn't end up on my list is because I didn't put enough time into it. It came
You were
into my
trying to take your
rotation at a time where it was just like I wasn't in the right mood to play a game like that where I have to sit down and take notes and like do all that stuff. And then by the time that I did have that I would have been in it, it's just there's so many other games that I would have just had an increasing backlog if I had gone back to that it was kind of like a hard decision to make. But this is another one of those games where we talked about earlier on of like this could win somebody's game of the year, and I would not bat an eye at all.
100%.
yeah, any other year this would have been number 1 for me. But yeah, like there's a couple of instances that just didn't. Yeah, so it made number 3 for me. And I think the thing that kind of set it apart for me as opposed to a lot of other puzzle game or roguelike games is that I knew it was a special game when I restarted it, like after about 15 hours in, because I wanted to stream it and play it with chat.
Yeah.
And I did completely different puzzles and solved them in completely different ways and still kept learning something new in that first like few hours that I'd never seen in 15 hours before. And I think that's what made it special is like no matter how many times you come to this game, there's going to be like some eureka moment every run, or like you'll learn one tiny thing that will just like blow a whole other puzzle apart. And then I finally got to like the 46th room in the game where you get to the end, and that's like not even half the game. I wasn't even halfway through the game. Like I'd made it to the end of the puzzle, and I still haven't even done half of what I need to do in that game. Yeah, no, like, something special. Like there's not. I don't think there's going to be a puzzle game like this for a while. Like I kind of held this up in like the kind of like, you know, when you think of like the quintessential like what are the greatest games of all time in their genre, I think of games like Stanley Parable, like Portal, those kind of games, and like I feel like Blueprints is in that like upper echelon of like there's not been a puzzle game like this, and I don't think there will be for a long time to come.
Yeah, absolutely. Agreed.
Number 4, Crash.
My number 4 game is a platformer, surprisingly. Donkey Kong Bonanza. This game is amazing. I do not normally like platformers, which if you've watched the podcast for any amount of time, you more than likely know I'm big anti-platform. They just don't really do anything for me. I find them more frustrating than I do enjoyable. Donkey Kong Bonanza is just such a well-crafted game. And it's not necessarily the story. I think the story is kind of whatever. I think the character's kind of whatever. I think there's a lot about this game that is kind of whatever. But like that core aspect and the thing that Nintendo does really well, where they're like, we're going to give you gameplay and we're going to give you really good gameplay and mechanics in a world that just works. And this game just works really well. Before I played it, I thought like, how are they going to have you breaking through everything and digging everywhere? And like, that just doesn't make sense. And then it's still structured in levels, and it's a way where you can be creative and find, similar to how Despawn was kind of talking about Blueprints, of like, you have these puzzles, you can call them, or like this situation of like, you need to solve something and you have so many different tools. They give you a lot of agency to get to a conclusion, and however you can figure that out based off the upgrades you've gotten or based off the suits you have and so on and so forth. It's a really, really good and well-crafted game. I just did not think since Celeste another platformer would ever get on my list again, and here we are.
Here we are.
Is this the same development team that did Mario Odyssey?
Yeah,
I'm not entirely sure.
Yeah,
I think
which
it's,
if that's the case, would not be. I'm not surprised. It was as good as it turned out to be.
the biggest compliment to this game. I haven't played enough of it for it to make my list, unfortunately. But there's nothing. I've never played a game like it. From the opening, from the absolute start, the game is like, okay, play, and you can smash through everything. And like, you know, when you hear you can smash through everything, you're like, yeah, all right, whatever. No, you can smash through everything. Like it's there is a bottom floor or a top floor of like cobblestone, we'll call it, like in like Minecraft, right? Like you got like the way you can't go, but like just playing it. If you've not played it and you have a Switch 2, it is well worth your money and your time, and it's a proper Nintendo experience.
I would argue it's the best Nintendo experience this year. If you're like, I like Nintendo games, this is the best Nintendo game you can play by any measure.
Yeah, I was going to say, I don't know which podcast, it was one of the previous podcasts we've done, but like, I think I was saying like, it is wild that in 2025, Donkey Kong is a bigger system seller to a lot of people than a Mario Kart was.
I still disagree on that. But yeah, we spoke about it on the podcast, I think. Like,
yeah.
I think
like, but of the two,
minority though.
Yeah, but of the two, like, people are saying like that, you know, Donkey Kong is the better game.
I think for like hardcore gamers who enjoy gaming in general and not just Nintendo games, Donkey Kong Bonanza is probably the better game, or the game that's going to get you more likely to buy.
No, I agree with that. I do agree with that. But yeah. Number 4, Despawn.
So number 4 is. So I'm probably going to get a lot of like. Let me land, but like I'll get a lot of stick for mentioning this straight off the bat. But number 4, I'm just going to say it. Number 4 is Dispatch. And the reason I think I'm going to get a lot of stick is because of what I said when I first played episode 1 and 2. It's like, there's not much of a game here, is there? And I couldn't be more wrong. And I will put my hands up and say it. I am 100% wrong. That first 2 episodes are very much like hold your hand, lead you through the premise of it. But then when you jump into episode 3 onwards, it's like you are fully in and like everything expands. And yeah, no. I enjoy Telltale games, or like just elephant in the room. This is like ex Telltale devs and like them kind of like doing that kind of game again. But it is such a well done version of that. Like it's like I couldn't imagine any other studio doing something this well in this kind of genre. Like I love the premise of it being superheroes and supervillains. I think I said to you, someone that is basically feels like if Telltale Games did an Invincible TV show, and it is the perfect amalgamation of those two things. And yeah, I absolutely love it. By the end of it, I was completely enthralled by the end. I did episodes 1 and 2, kind of fell off, came back to it like maybe a couple of weeks ago, and then just went through the last 6 chapters in one go. And yeah, absolutely fell in love with it. And yeah, it quickly became like one of the best games of the year for me.
This is my number 3 game. Ooh. I absolutely love the writing in the game. I love the way we'll talk about another game that does this really well as well, but just the way they write relationships between 2 adult characters in this game, I think is just very, very done. I think the humor is very well done. Like some of the jokes they have are very easy to go into the corny way, but the way they deliver it and the way for some characters it feels more like it's a coping mechanism than it's really like meant to be a haha funny. It is just really, really brilliantly written. It's brilliantly voice acted for like they have some like star talent, don't get me wrong, but they also have like some streamers and whatnot, and everybody performs the way they should for the characters. And I think it also adds an authenticity to the game. And Fix, you said I would love this game, and you were absolutely correct. I was like, after the first episode, I was like, this is gonna end up really high on my list.
I got one. I finally got one. One game I told Chris enjoy it, and he did enjoy it.
It makes up for everything else that you've ever told me.
Every other bad take you've had.
Do you mean that?
Yeah, no. I mean that it makes up for everything else? Yeah. No, it doesn't. It makes up for everything else, but what's the Ghost Recon game? That'll always be. You'll always have to wear that chip on your shoulder. Yeah, I think this is an amazing game, and I think even with a year where you have some games being as strong as they are with their narratives, I think this game is up there with it for me, in terms of narrative and storytelling and writing, character writing. Also, gameplay. I like the puzzle system. I like the not. They are technically puzzles, but like the dispatching different heroes and figuring out who's best suited for what, and the little hacking mini games. I feel like they don't overwhelm you with it, but they give you just enough that it's fun. I walked away after playing the first 2 chapters of like, I really want a game that's just the dispatching section of like leveling up heroes and choosing where they go and what situations they fit in. Just really like the idea behind it, and I think they pull off what they do here very, very well.
Have you played it, Matt?
No, this is my big miss of the year. I think, like, yeah, had I played it, I think it would be really, really high. And I'd be involved in this conversation more, but we have not yet got to it. I think
You'll
also
love it
this
whenever
is,
you play it.
for sure, and it's definitely going to be in the same way Blueprints was, couch co-op for me and Emma, 100%. I think we're going to love it. So,
Well, I played through my. Sorry, go on this one.
I was going to say, I'm very interested when you do finally play it, like to have a proper, like, even if it's not on a podcast, just a discussion on like what everyone's playthrough ended up and how it ended up.
So annoyed.
Spoilercast.
So
Yeah.
annoyed.
So
You
I
weren't
want to go
happy
for
with your
it.
ending.
Really?
No.
So
I
without,
don't want to say too much, but I was too wishy-washy, and it
Damn.
ended up fucking me.
Mm.
so you see, without
and-
spoiling it for anyone who hasn't seen
Yeah.
Fix's ending, I got the same ending, but I was happy with it the way I got to it,
Okay.
and it was
that's
the ending
fair.
I wanted.
Look,
so
it's not spoiler, Matt.
yeah,
No,
it's
I'm
not spoiler.
spoiling that.
Not spoiler.
No
It's not
spoilers.
spoiler, Matt. You can come back.
Said it's not.
We didn't
I wouldn't
it at
spoil it.
all,
I'm
Matt.
not spoiling
We didn't
anything.
spoil it
Don't
at
worry.
all. Well, yeah,
Yeah.
I want to say something about a certain episode. I don't even want to say the. I'm not going to, Matt. Come back. I'm not going to say it. But yeah, like there's something in this game that just was like,
It's what I
interesting.
think it is. It's also handled very well. If it's what I think.
It is what you're thinking. I agree with you, but it was also just I was very surprised.
Oh, 100%. I was. Yes. Yeah. No. I'm 100%.
I wasn't ready for it, and it just very, very cool. This
Yeah.
is my number 3, by the way. Dispatch. Yeah, everything you said. I spoke about it on the podcast last week. I think it was before you played it, Crash. Which was like, yeah, it's the second best written video game this year.
Yeah.
And it needs to be because it's a narrative-driven game. Let's be honest. Like this game lives and dies on its narrative more than any other game on any of our top 10 lists. But yeah, I really wish we would have played this week on week as it came out and
Season 2.
Yes.
yeah, exactly. But like,
Are they doing
feel
a
like-
season 2?
God,
Everyone
actually
keeps
so, right?
talking. Like I know, like Aaron Paul has said that he will, in a heartbeat, do a season 2. And like the other people have said the same thing. It's Critical Role. If they chuck money at something, they will.
I would love
Very
that.
true.
I'll be all right with it.
I mean,
Yeah, that's
yeah.
totally fine.
Yeah, like it's a phenomenal game. It's crazy that it took me as long as it did for me to play it because Telltale games are my games. I love the Telltale games. This has probably got better writing than the Telltale games. Doesn't have better gameplay for me because I just enjoy the point and click adventure a little bit more in worlds that I care about. So this world as a point and click would have been so much fun. Walking around the office and like bumping into people and like, what the hell are you doing in my desk? Like stuff like that would have been super fun for me. I don't
Yeah.
think it would have worked for this game because I like what they've done. It's a dispatch
yeah.
game. Makes perfect sense.
Yeah, I'm
like,
gonna say,
but
yeah.
I'm just saying, when I talk about a Telltale game, I like the point and click adventure in Telltale games. But yeah, I like what they did here. I like the gameplay. I will never wait to play a game like this again because my chat pissed me off nonstop. Jetty, number 1, annoyed the shit out of me. There's nothing worse
Call
than
him
someone
out.
sitting over your shoulder and like, read it. You should know which person that should be. Like, it's like, fuck off. Just because you played the
Some-
game, you should know. Like,
Some of them
fuck
are
you.
also very vague in the way they're worded on what stat you should be like looking for that. And
Yeah,
like I've done it where I'm
exactly.
like, oh, this is definitely like mobility, and then it's like, no, this was actually combat. You completely messed up the
Yeah, you suck.
prompt. Yeah.
Yeah. So, yeah, can't wait for Matt to play it. Matt, you'll absolutely love it.
Yeah, I'm excited.
No arguments.
I think you have the same issue I have, by the way, which I refuse to do anymore. You
So-
wait for the missus to be ready to play a game.
Yeah, kind of a little bit. Yeah.
It fucks me every time, and that's why I
Now's
stopped
the
doing
perfect
it.
time. She's in between
second run.
games. I'm in Oblivion
Yeah.
though now, so it's like, what are we gonna do?
Sit down and play an episode every night.
Yeah, I know.
It's literally an hour.
It's not, yeah. It's
Not
some
even,
some
yeah.
episodes shorter than an hour. Yeah.
Really?
You'll play episode.
Oh, I didn't know
you'll play
that.
episode 1. You'll play episode 1 and go, yeah, play episode 2. Let's go instantly.
Mhm.
Instantly.
I did.
Like,
Well, we got a pretty chill weekend, so maybe we'll even get to it this weekend.
interesting. I'll be interested to see. Crash number 3.
It's Dispatch.
Sorry,
I need to do my number 4.
Wait, what?
Matt,
I haven't done my number 4.
No, you haven't done your. He hasn't done number 4, and you haven't done number 4. Me and you did our number. Dispatch is
My
our
number 4
number
is
3.
schedule 1. I already said.
Oh
it,
yeah,
We
okay,
talked
okay,
about that
okay.
earlier.
Sorry,
Yeah.
Matt. What's your number 4, Matt? Sorry.
My number 4 is Kingdom Come Deliverance 2. I think a game that it will be a crime that is not on any of your guys' lists. Go on,
Yeah,
what's
it's
wrong,
not.
Fix?
I thought it was gonna be higher.
Yeah, I'm sorry. I'm shocked
too.
it's so
Right.
low for you.
Yeah.
Interesting. Yeah, no, yeah. Kingdom Come's phenomenal. Like, well, didn't play the first game. Saw a lot of hype coming out around the second game. And when I started the second game, I thought, this is not for me. Combat's really, really difficult. The world
Yeah.
is really, really unfair. And it kind of throws you in as like medieval hobo simulator with like no hand holding and like figure it out. And things just went from bad to worse to worse to worse. But that is what that game is all about. Like it is about starting in the literal dirt and building your way up to be like a proper knight and like gain some status in this world. And once it got its claws in, I was hooked. And taking, I was going through my camera roll the other day, and it's all just there's a section of just photos of pages of potion books, so I know how to make potions and like get involved in that world. And so like Kingdom Come is really special, and also what I would say, like really uniquely for a video game, cinematically brilliant. Like the cinematics in this game are absolutely next level. And I'm not talking about narrative, I'm not talking about acting, although those things are really good. I mean, from like a cinematography standpoint, they're doing stuff in this game where they're like match cutting from like, them having a party and then passing out, and it's the next morning all of a sudden, and the cops are coming to like storm this brothel, and you have to like tidy up. Like it's so well done, and it's so beautifully done, and I don't think they get enough props for that. Like the cinematic storytelling is phenomenal. So if you haven't played Kingdom Come, what are you doing? Value for money wise, this is the sort of game you could spend 300 hours in and barely scratch the surface.
I've
so-
got it.
Yeah. So you could spend 300 hours in, but you'd be bored hitless by the end of it.
What is wrong with you?
So, right. So I did play it for a little bit. I think I got like maybe 10, 15 hours into it. And yeah, just like I'll give it all the credit it's due. Is like concept wise, it is fantastic. Like all the different elements that go together, it like each like you say, the gameplay, the combat, and all that kind of stuff. Like each of them is like, it is well built, but it's just not fun for me. Like none of the elements were fun. I think there was a point by the end, I think I actually stopped playing when there was a bit where it's like, go to this campsite and stealth your way in and kill everyone. And every single time, like a guy halfway across the map had seen me and come running at me and spoil it. And it's just like, I'm
You
done
take
with this.
showers? You got to take showers in this game.
Yeah,
right?
no, they didn't smell it because it tells you, oh, what's that smell kind of thing. Like, no, none of that kind of stuff. Like, and I get like the RPG elements of it, like super in depth and all that, but like, no, it just, and when like just
Was
the combat
that-
was not fun.
That moment that you're talking about, is that a main storyline force thing, like where if you
I don't-
break the stealth, you lose?
No, you don't lose.
Interesting.
Like you didn't lose, just the entire
You just
camp
get
turns around and
stormed
tries
by
to
a bunch
kill
of
you.
people.
Yeah. No,
Yeah.
it's just like it just
Okay,
wasn't
interesting.
fun. Yeah.
There is a moment that is like a scripted story thing where, you need to stealth your way out of the woods, and again, if they spot you, you haven't lost, but like you are about to get swarmed by 50 people, you've lost.
Yeah.
Um, But I actually think it's a really smart, without spoiling the game, I think it's a really, really smart, there's a really smart mechanical reason that they're doing that to you in that moment. But I don't want to spoil it, so we won't get into it too much. But I just think it's such a well-considered game. I think it will go down as one of like, with Red Dead as like some of the most immersive, detailed worlds of all time. I think they've like, I think maybe people will look at Elder Scrolls 7 and look back at this and go, well, Bethesda aren't making games as detailed, as this was even, like, so.
Yeah, I don't know.
Who
I think
knows how that'll go, though.
I just think I'd have more fun fighting a dragon. And that's
That's
what's
a
the most
good
important
answer
part.
for any situation for any
Honestly,
game.
honestly,
Fair.
Game would be better with dragons.
like, game would be better. Like, I mean, game would be better with fun. I just
Wild,
wasn't
wild
fun.
to me. Wild to me.
Mm,
I don't know if I agree with that.
that's fine. You're allowed to. You're allowed to agree or disagree. I just did not enjoy my time with it at all.
No,
I
that's
could
fair.
also see, like, I don't think this will actually happen. But this is the sort of game that I could see like Despawn picking up in like a year and then getting hooked and being like, I was wrong.
I was wrong. I was wrong.
Nah, then.
We should make our first merch dropper, Despawn in capital letters and then like little tiny text. I was wrong.
Mm.
I think we do a limited run of that. Limited run of that because that would sell. I'd buy that. I'd buy that. Where are we? We're at.
Number 4, yours, I think.
I'm schedule 1. Went to
Yeah,
Crash. Crash
So we're
is
next. A 3 for me would be Dispatch.
which
Mhm.
that's a you Despawn 3.
Number 3 was Blueprints.
Okay, Matt 3.
My number 3 is Blueprints, which we've all talked
Okay,
about.
cool. So we're at number 2 now. Perfect. Because
Cool.
mine was blue. Yeah. All right, number 2, Crash.
Number 2 is I think people are gonna be mad at me for this because it's a DLC, but Lies of P Overture
Not mad at
is
all.
my number 2. I love this. This is one of the best game experiences I've had all year. I think the writing for it is phenomenal, especially in terms of like what you normally get in Souls games, and writing for Lies of P already is better than them, and I think this takes it another step up in the narrative. I like the weapons that you get added. I like the story that they get added, and just generally some of the characters. I think the villain of this game, of the DLC in particular, is one of my favorite video game villains, and that's without the context of like the original game, but just in this DLC alone. I really like what they did. I like the backstory they add to the rest of the world. Just a phenomenal experience for me.
Matt, you played this, right?
I played it, but not enough. Like, so I had a kind of unique experience with this, I guess, where I was super excited for it. It dropped. I logged in and then realized that I had started
yeah.
New Game Plus and was stuck at the start of the game. And this requires you to get relatively deep into the game to get there. So I dropped the difficulty, stormed through to that point of the game, and then just could not enjoy this DLC. Like, and so, it got me in a bad mood. By the time I was there, I was in an even worse mood, and I just could not get hooked on it. And I love Lies of P, and I was such an evangelist for Lies of P. I just wish it had been
need to
standalone.
go
and I
back another
understand why it's
time.
not, but
Yeah. I
Maybe.
mean, to be fair, I was in the same situation as you, where I was in the middle of a New Game Plus relatively early playthrough. I got to it and I still had fun, Matt. I still had fun.
It was even. I think if that had been the case, I might have been better. But it was that I was literally at the start of the game. Like because I beat
you
Lies of P before it
just-
came out, and I just wanted to understand how the New Game Plus thing for coverage worked. So I literally booted into New Game Plus and
Got it.
just killed all the enemies around the fountain, like right at the start of the game. So I was
Cool.
there. I was right at the start. It was just the most frustrating thing to load into in the world. And so yeah, I think since then they'd even changed it so that you had to do even less to get into the DLC. But then I just felt like it wasn't balanced, and like it just really rubbed me the wrong way. I think the way that maybe I would do it now and enjoy it is if they inevitably announce Lies of P2, whatever the next thing in the franchise is, and I decide I'm going to just play fresh
Right.
Lies of P from beginning to through to end with DLC at the right point where it should be. And then maybe I'd feel very differently about it. But yeah, like it's a miss for me this year for sure. And through no fault of its own, really. I mean, you know, it could have been standalone maybe, and then I would have been fine. But you know, they're gonna understand it can't be. Whatever. Bleh.
I think whenever you do end up actually playing through it with a clean head, you'll actually
know.
really enjoy what's
I know.
what's
I
there.
know.
Because it's better base game Lies of P. Like it improves on almost every front of what like you would have enjoyed in the base game.
Despawn, number 2, my friend.
Yeah. Before we get into 2, I just want to say, like, I do want to get to Louverture, but it's like because I really enjoyed my time with the Lies of P while I played it when I finally went back to it, but then it dropped off Game Pass, and it's one of those things like every time I think about picking it up with the DLC, there's something else on sale that I also want to play. It's just like,
Sure.
can't do both. I've got a baby now.
Yeah.
Sorry,
Definitely.
you know what? That baby don't need nappies. I'm going to buy Liza P. But my number 2 is, to the shock of no one, mainly because of what is number 1, but number 2 is Arc Raiders.
Yeah.
Yeah, number
Me
2 is
too.
Arc Raiders.
Me
There we
too.
go. I said throughout the year that like I am waiting for an extraction shooter to get its hooks into me, and Arc Raiders did it better than any other game could have done. The loop is exactly what I want. The co-op gameplay elements of it all is fantastic, and yeah, just the moment to moment like social. It is a social experiment more than a game to me. Like the way that you interact with people in the world sometimes, and like whether it's being like solo play compared to trios play, and then taking on the AI enemies is just like everything about this game. It is like it's a perfect storm of what I want from a like. I don't know if competitive shooter is the word I'm looking for, but from an extraction
No.
shooter, because like
Yeah.
half the time, like the least enjoyable part of this game is the competitive shooting part of it. Like everything around it is what's fun. Like going into a world, like when you don't know the maps to start with, like the way that this game builds up slowly, of like slowly releasing map after map towards you, of like you starting off in the battlefield or the battlegrounds, and then you open up the buried city and so forth, and then spaceport and all that. Like the way that it keeps opening up these different worlds, and the way that each map is different as well. Like some are really condensed, some are like big wide open spaces. Everything feels unique, and then you start finding like hidden pathways around it and stuff. And yeah, like just everything about this game is phenomenal. And yeah, like I've dropped off it recently. I think so. The only detriment I've got to it, I think, is the expedition system of like the big push to get to it, and then not having the time to hit it when it dropped. And now I've kind of lost that steam a little bit to like go back and try and regrind to the next one. But like that doesn't take away from the like the moment to moment experience I've had with this game. And like whenever I am in it, I have so much fun, whether it be solo or with you guys or whoever.
Yeah, it's number 2 for me as well. I just checked my Steam hours, almost 300 hours in the game, which tells you everything you need to know. A lot of hours. Let's start with the negatives. My biggest negative for this game is I don't like route running. And if you don't know what that is people who set up route running, which is like, oh, the weapon box is here, the weapon box is there, so we're gonna load in, and when we're loading here, we run here, here. And that's what the game has become, and that's what's sad about the game for me. I thought it was going to be a randomly generated loot across the entire map, and you're searching, and that was the fun for me. And I think this is why I've dropped off, is because if you have an interactive map and the whole reason why I didn't like Tarkov, right, was you needed 3 monitors to play Tarkov.
Yeah.
And no, you generally do. You need 3 monitors to play Tarkov because you have to have a map up the whole time so you know where the exit is and blah, 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 right? This isn't that bad, and that's what I love about it. It's a more casual and fun version of Tarkov. Not to the T, and I know people get upset if you call it Tarkov, but that's pretty much how I consider it, right? I really wish they would have done random loot everywhere, because it just frustrates me. Like, again, I play with people from chat, right? That's how I play my games 9 times out of 10. So you have a different wide spectrum of people that come in and play with you. You've got your everyday person that just wants to play games. You've got your middle of the road people that take it kind of serious, but they can still have a fun time. And then you have your rats. And the problem is the rats that jump in and play, and again, I don't play with them as much, but it's like, all right, we're going to go here. It's going to take 12 nades to throw at this, and then you can do this and da-da-da. And it just sucked all of the joy out of the game for me. When at the start, when it was just us 3 running around, me falling off a cliff, oh, you can jump down here, no, you can't, I died, blah, 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 blah. That was where the love and fun of the game was for me.
Yeah,
But as soon as it Go on.
I,
Yeah, go
I
on,
was just going to
finish,
say
finish.
it's the unknown element that made the game so fun for
Yes.
me. Of like,
Yes.
yeah, like there was a point like I started learning where certain loot drops would be as well. Not even just like the major loot drops, just like certain items are more likely to spawn in this area and
Yep.
stuff like that. And it's just like, and then you get to like I know that some parts of that are like, you know, map knowledge and things like that you'll get
Sure.
naturally. But then when you start seeing images online, like, right, you need to go here to get your apricots to do this, to do that. These are the items you need to keep. These are the items you need to scrap. And it's just like, again, I said it when I was talking about it a minute ago. Like, I think the expedition system is kind of a negative thing on it because everyone is so kind of like makes a beeline for the items that they need to keep, and like so they have to go do the rat strats to make sure that they've got those items.
Yeah, the thing is for me that I think that frustrates me. I did the expedition, right?
Mhm.
And you have to redo your benches, but it's the exact same formula.
Yeah, that's
And I
annoying.
think that's the part that I struggled with. 'Cause I was like, this seems like an easy thing of like just randomize what goes in,
Mhm.
the benches, and then that way everyone is going for different things as well.
Yeah.
But there's little things. But look, I didn't talk about the positive. So like like you said, it's the only game that gave me the RP feeling like an RP game does, where you can run around and be the medic, you can run around and be a bad guy, you can run around and be a good guy, you can run around and be a traitor, you can run around and you know what I mean? The push to talk, the open comms are some of the most fun experience I've had in a game this year,
Mhm.
bar none. And yeah, it's
Ironically-
probably
Like I say, ironically, one of the best moments I ever had was without open comms. And again, this is the thing I'm talking about, these moment to moments of like I was doing a solo run in Buried City. I was just going for like a weapon drop, and some guy shot me off from the top of a building without saying anything to me. So I crawled inside like one of the rooftop hatches. Another guy was in there. He revived me, like he defibbed me. We took the other guy out, and then we both took out a leaper that was chasing us. And then at the end of it, I just dropped him a Wolfpack grenade and went on my way. And it's just like you don't get those moments in any other game.
no. I agree. Very little, very few
Mm.
games do it, and very few games do it well, like
Yeah.
this game does. But yeah, no, I think for the same reasons like Chris likes Repo and those sorts of things, right? I like this. Like I like this for friends and jumping in and we're sitting there shooting this shit. If you're not taking it too serious, you can have a good conversation while playing. And it's like, all right, guy to our left. Okay, cool. Bam, 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 bam. Kill them. All right, then back to our normal conversation. But yeah, it's a special game. We knew it would be, but sometimes where everyone's hyped for a certain game, it usually falls off
Mm.
and isn't very good. This hasn't, and it's still going. It's still got major numbers. Obviously, you got big content creators like the Burnt Peanut, who's really exploded from it as well. But yeah, obviously, right now it's going for a bit of a cheater issue. I don't know if you guys have seen that at all.
and it's
Cheaters
just
have
coming.
now jumped into the game, and it's taking a little bit too long for it to come. So I'm interested to see where it ends up in next year, or sorry, the year to come. But it deserves number 2 on my list, 100%.
Yeah, it's number 2 on my list as well. It's interesting hearing you talk about it, Fix, because it feels like we've played totally different games because you
Yeah.
play it for the multiplayer and I play it for the single player. And I far more enjoy the single player. And yeah, those moments where you know, I think the single player in general is a lot more friendly and people are willing to chat a lot more. And those open mic moments
Well,
like Keyspawn was talking about, or
They
not so
have
That they
aggressive matchmatchmaking. So if you shoot on site, you're more likely to match with people who shoot on site as well.
I did not know that.
they confirmed
That's
that.
clever.
So ironically, it wasn't always there. They actually
No,
they came out and said they only recently added it.
Okay.
yeah, there's
Yeah,
a-
it's cool. And I'm torn on what you were saying, Fix, of this idea of, oh, you should randomize what people need for the workbenches. Because both me and you had a very similar situation where everybody's after their apricots. For me, it was mushrooms.
Yeah.
I went down into that spot, saw the guy looting them, looked around, realized there were no other mushrooms anywhere. And I'm like, dude, it's me and you.
gotta go.
Like,
You gotta
one
go,
of us
bro.
is walking out of here with these mushrooms.
Yeah.
And it's got to be me.
Well,
Um,
I think I think for Fix's point, it's not it's randomized from expedition to expedition.
Yes.
It's not randomized for everybody. So you both would
Sure.
still be looking for the
I
mushroom.
hear you. I hear you. Yeah, I think you want those times where you run into people who are after the same stuff as you because it creates that tension. You know, I've always
Sure.
thought of myself as a good guy in the game,
It-
but I've been looking for these mushrooms for weeks, dude. I'm coming after
Mm.
your mushrooms. You know what I mean?
It creates tension and it also creates moments of people being able to be like, oh, you're looking for mushrooms? I have some extra. I have everything that I need and then some. Or like, I don't need these at all. So here you go. You can
Yes.
have the mushrooms and then walk away. And then when they turn their back, you can still shoot them and take the rest of their loot.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Like, I still
the-
remember the clip of you Fix of like just chatting to some guy and he was like, "Oh, I'm just here look with my mushrooms." Like,
Yep.
shouldn't have said that. Shouldn't have said
Yeah.
that.
That's exactly what I was thinking of as well. And I'm torn because those moments I think are great. The thing that kind of frustrated me a little bit about Arc Raiders was I'd get a quest and I would just be like, I'm just gonna have to YouTube where I'm supposed to go for this. Like, I didn't feel like it was giving me enough to like let me find, where I'm supposed to go, what I'm supposed to do.
Yeah.
Even if I would be fine with it, even if there was like a trader who would give you hints and I have to pay for those hints, with apricots or whatever it is, or something that I've previously done, mushrooms. It knows, okay, you know where they are. I need those things so I can give you a hint about where to go with this. I just got into that loop and it did frustrate me a little bit of getting new quests and being like, I just got to YouTube this thing because I just
There's
don't know
also
where I'm
too
going,
many
what I'm doing.
quests.
Yeah,
80 or something.
after
I kind
after
of
a
disagree
certain
with that.
point, and I didn't even get as deep as you guys did with the quest. I just got to the point where like I got on and I'm like, you guys would ask what quest you have to do. I'm like, I don't care. I'm not. I have
Yeah.
I'm not here for
I
quests.
have no interest in the quest for this game. That is not why I'm here to play this. It was cool at first, but then after a while, it gets to the point where it's like you're trying to drive me in a way that feels forced instead of it feeling like a natural evolution of the.
I
Trying
don't
to
know if
teach
I-
you where it's trying to
yeah.
teach you areas. Is what it's trying to do, but it just
Yeah.
doesn't do it well.
Yeah.
But it does so much things other well that I can kind of get over it. To be
For
honest
sure.
with you.
Yeah,
the
for
quest
whatever
is
reason, I
manageable.
never cared. Yeah, like I never cared about what reward I was getting for the quests. I just cared about ticking off those boxes and just doing them. And so I never kind of ran into that issue.
Yeah, I didn't care until I did, and that's when it started giving me purple loot. When it started
Sure,
dropping like
and-
purple weapons and stuff, as like I think I got the one of the hull breakers from it, and I was like, "Ooh, oh, okay, okay, now I care,
Yeah,
now I care."
I never got that far in, I think, and I felt like I needed to because all of my workbench upgrades required me to take down big stuff, and I was like, well, I haven't got the gear I need for that, and I'm not getting it through doing the quest. So like, what am I doing? I need to go out and get it, luckily, or YouTube where it spawns, and I loot that area, and I don't want to do that. So I think I'm done with it, but I loved it. And if they update and they introduce new arc and it becomes like a thing, I don't know, maybe I'll go back in. But I think I am done.
Yeah, I think I'm like you, Matt. Like, right now I'm done with it because I want to play other games for now. But like once they drop a major update, like I say, once the anti-cheat's in there as well, because I feel like this is the kind of game like cheaters can ruin a game like this.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
when losing your gear on a run, can like really sour your mood on a game. Like having cheaters who can directly affect that is not something you want to come up against. So yeah, so I'm waiting for that anti-cheat, wait for a major update, new acts and stuff. But I can see me going back for sure.
Question. If so, I don't know how you guys feel about not the second map, but the map they added at the tunnel area, or whatever.
Stella Montes?
Yeah, Stellamontis. If they drop another map like that, would you guys still be interested in going and exploring that map? Because that map's pretty different from the rest of the game. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, I'd still be,
probably.
yeah. I didn't spend a lot of time in Stella Montes, but I did enjoy it. It was more of a vertical map than any other map.
It's confusing.
Yeah,
Trying to find an escape on that was like first few runs. I was like, I have
First
no
few,
idea
yeah.
where I'm going to get
Yeah.
out.
I knew where the one was all the time. I knew where two were, but like one was right behind a bastion. I was like, I just don't want to do that one. But yeah, no, I like the map, but like I think I prefer the open maps to it. But like I wouldn't be opposed to going back to a enclosed map like that again.
Stella's great for PvP. If you're a PvP player, that's a great map.
Oh yeah, for sure. Yeah.
It's most. I don't think I played that map once and didn't run into people. Unless we just didn't run into people.
No, I ran
No,
into
yeah,
shredders.
that's
Is what I ran into.
Yeah.
Shredders as well, yeah.
It's got them
I think
shredders,
that's
man.
cool though. I think they should have more of that though. More really scary arc. I know bastions and leapers and things are, but because it's such an enclosed thing, the shredders are like terrifying. Like,
Yeah.
I can't be bothered to shoot this many bullets at you.
Yeah.
Like,
You can run a
Especially
corner and
such
see
a-
a shredder. You are done.
yeah.
especially such a heavy PvP match, like one bad fight with the Shredder, or even a decent fight with the Shredder,
Yeah.
leaves you low on ammo, low on
Yep.
shield, where somebody could just pop in and finish off the fight.
Oh, that's happened. Yeah,
It's-
that's happened.
Yeah.
It's really clever because, like, when you think about, like, the Leaper is iconic and, like, hilarious, kind of. But,
Yeah.
like, you get these incredible moments out of it. And then you're right, the Shredders are, like, properly deadly. And, you know, small and can get into enclosed spaces, and unlike the
Follow
Bastions
you
and stuff.
around.
And yeah, exactly. And so, like, I think they've done a really phenomenal job of designing the arc in such a way that, yeah, like they are terrifying even when you are deep into the game, you know? Like, it's really, really well done.
Yeah, I've been having the feeling to go back to it for a little bit. Obviously, I'm playing Spider-Man 2 at the moment, so not
What game is
had
old?
time to. But yeah, I'm kind of trying to loosen up my stance on old games. I'm trying.
Yeah,
Um,
game's old.
but yeah, you're not wrong. But yeah, it's hard to go back once you've finished. Once you're done
Mm.
and I was away. Obviously, I was in Texas for 10 days and didn't play for 10 days, and I'm like, do I really want to go back? I'm like, the expedition's there. I've done it. I'm like, what else is there for me? I hate the
Yeah.
trolls as well. To be honest with you, I don't love the trolls. So yeah, I'll see how much I play this year. I'm not expecting too much, but
Yeah,
could be
like I
wrong,
say,
I've been wrong before.
I'm not running to go back, but like a major update could definitely bring me back on straight away.
Agreed. Crash.
Yeah.
What was your number 2?
My number 2 was Lies of P Overture.
Okay, yeah. All right,
So
so
we all say the number
one.
one in
No,
synchronicity.
sure.
Three,
3, 2, 1. Claire
Claire
Obscure.
Obscure, Expedition 3.
Expedition 33.
Yeah,
My
shocker.
Yeah.
Matt, we'll start with you on Claire Obscure. No surprises that this is obviously everybody's number 1 game.
Well, a little bit of a surprise for me because in the lead up to this game coming out, I had no interest in it whatsoever. You know, turn-based Final Fantasy like, or you know, everybody was in Final Fantasy was excited for it. I've never been into that franchise. And yeah, there was something about this that just did not grip me. Every time it came up in a showcase anywhere, I'd roll my eyes a little bit. Everybody else on our team at work would be really excited for it, and I was just so not excited for it. But I don't think a game has ever hooked me as quickly and as much as this game has. That prologue is phenomenal. Will go down, I think, in the sort of video game history books as one of the greatest openings to a video game ever. And it, yeah, did not let me go all the way through. I think, if anything, I binged it too quickly and probably, yeah, did myself a disservice in that. But it hit me at a time where I was able to do that for whatever reason. And so, yeah, I just did not stop playing this game. Phenomenal.
Crash.
Yeah, I mentioned like writing adult relationships and characters before, and I feel like this is the other game where the way relationships are written, the way characters are written, and specifically Verso, and depending on who you they have the romance options based on conversations, and like that just feels very natural, where it doesn't feel like forced and it doesn't feel gimmicky or a system that's just sort of like, here's a romance because we want to give you romance in the game. Yeah, I feel like the writing is just absolutely phenomenal. I feel like the creativity is on a whole another level for the game and what they did with it. I absolutely love the combat. I think the block and parry isn't something super unique to this game. It's something that's been done with other RPGs, but this game does it super well. And part of that is the audio cues of that and just like the visuals of that and how amazing it looks. And you get certain angles in that combat where you're looking up at something that's just 10 times your size, and just the visuals of that all and the way they can make it feel so cinematic in a turn-based game is just really phenomenal. On top of just the overall narrative and where you end, and like sort of the debate they can give people just off who you the ending you choose to have. And there's a lot of moments where like they sort of question your philosophy to a degree on certain things and certain topics, and it sort of like makes you like think about topics, and I think it does that all really well, while also being a vehicle to let people also ignore those if those aren't things that you want to do. It's just a really, really well crafted game from top to bottom. where I might have some gripes with the game, and the only gripes I would really have are either we've talked about it with like the equipment system, they should have loadout saves and all that stuff with how good that system is. It only speaks to the benefit, and then some of the content, side content feels a little bit undercooked or on the cheaper side, which I don't think feels bad in the grand scope of the game, but when you're looking at just those sections, they feel off. Overall, I think it is what fits my definition of a masterpiece of like the game is not perfect. There are flaws you can look at the game, but it is a 10 out of 10 despite those flaws.
Despawn, we'll go to
Hi.
you.
Yeah, hard to argue with what you guys have said. I think to kind of echo a little bit what you said, Crash, is like this game is a masterpiece regardless of its flaws. I think, like you said, there are issues with balancing. Like it's so easy to break this game and breeze through everything if you know what you're doing. But again, I guess that kind of feel like that's kind of like a hallmark of any good RPG. If you understand the systems enough, you can break any of them. But yeah, this game makes it quite easy to do that. But like the way that the characterization for everyone, I think the characters is the most important part of this game for me. Of like everything feels well-rounded. Like nothing feels like a video game character writing. It feels like genuine writing. Like the way that each character either deals with grief, loss, kind of like inadequacies in certain situations, like familial like struggles and things like that. There is so many different. Each character deals with so many different things. And you mentioned like the romance options. Like there were points in this game where I didn't realize I was doing romance options until I was in a romance. And even when I was in that romance, like the way that the characters like talk about the romances that they're in, it's so well grounded and like so human, and it's not just like a video game writing. But then, yeah, add on to the top of that, this game is custom built for me. Like I love like classic turn-based RPGs. Like I grew up on Final Fantasy. So like, yeah, you give me a game that is like an homage to those and like is a love letter to that, I'm going to be sold already. Like the art style is beautiful. It's like the best looking game this year. The combat is fun when you understand the mechanics of parrying and the counter attacks and things like that. Like when you get that nailed down, there's nothing quite like it, especially when you can like just like you come up against a boss, you get your ass kicked, you redo it, and it's just like you fly through it, and it's like there's no better feeling than just like being in the zone of the combat in this game is like there's nothing quite like it. And then yeah, like I say, all the voice acting is like phenomenal. The music is, without a shadow of a doubt, one of my favorite albums of this year has been the soundtrack to this game because it's so well written. And yeah, it is such like from top to bottom, everything is a love letter to to the genre that it's like playing homage to, and they do it so earnestly. And I've seen reviews where like interviews and stuff where they're like they've just wanted to make a game that they loved, and you can feel the love in every element of this game. It's like nothing is like, you see some games it's like, well, we've put this in here because we think like a certain demographic will like it and like this or that. Like this is just like, it feels like a pure love letter from the developers of like everything that they grew up on. And I just happen to be the same kind of person who grew up on those kind of things. But it is unbelievably fucking French, right?
Yeah.
Does it have to be so French?
Yes.
Yes, it does. It bloody does. Running around in my little baguette and beret. Oh, yes, it does.
Yeah.
I will say the dialogue in particular, and I don't know if the dialogue was originally written in English or in French. It was written in French and then translated to English.
Yeah.
The dialogue deserves shout out as well as for how well they translate it to keep tone and ideals and stuff like that, because that can be something that's a little bit more on the difficult side sometimes.
Yeah, I think for me, I echo everything that you guys have said. I do think it is definitely up there for one of the greatest openings to a video game. Took me a little bit longer to get on with it than it did you guys for the parry system. The parry system I just couldn't get for a really long time, and it was frustrating the hell out of me. And then once it clicks, it clicks.
Yeah. The music,
yeah,
right? Go listen for those sound cues.
The music. It's just such a beautifully designed video game, right? And I agree with you on the music in terms of like probably one of the best albums released this year. Like it's definitely one of those things that I go back to YouTube very regularly and like just play the soundtrack of the game, which is cool. Story wise, again, I'm a dum dum, so sometimes I think this game does a really good job of like talking to smart people and dumb at the exact same time. I know it sounds stupid. Like sometimes I say things and people are like, "What are you talking about?" I do generally mean that. Like it tells quite a complex story that can be lost in translation and lost on the simple mind if you're not paying attention. But it also tells a really good story for people like me that don't get every nuance and every little detail that's being put out there into this world, right? And I think that's what some of the best storytellers can do. They can give you a piece of art, whether you think games are art or not is your decision, but they can give you a piece of art and you get to interpret it in the way that you want to. And I think that's what this game does really, really, really well. I think 4 people walk in, 4 people can walk out with different feelings on many different moments of the entire game. And I think that's the thing that stuck with me so much, where I was like, I knew there were things I was missing, and I knew that because I went straight afterwards. So after I finished streaming it and got off stream, and I'm like, okay, let's go watch some YouTube videos to understand some of the stuff that I'm just not getting. You know, the paintress and things like that. There's certain things that are just going over my head. I'm not understanding.
Mhm.
And then you sit there and you listen to somebody else talk about the game, and you're like, ah, okay, and but that's not what I picked up. I picked up and yeah, there's nothing more special than that. And yeah, I agree with you. Making, I wish every game developer got to make the game they love. Unfortunately, that's not the world we live in, but it is the world that this development team do, and
Well,
for that I will forever be grateful.
and hopefully, I mean, maybe this is wishful thinking, but it will have that impact on the industry that people will go, no, a new IP from a small team that is a relatively small focused game can work. It can be incredibly financially successful. It can win all the awards. And like you say, it's not like, you know, the dumbest version of the game. Like, no, it can try and say something smart. It
Yeah.
can try and say something important.
Absolutely.
And be great. And so, like, yeah, my hope is that we see more of this going forward from the big studios, you know?
I would hope so, but I wouldn't hold my breath. I
No,
feel
I
like
agree. I agree.
the system's going to be the system, and all they're going to see is like turn-based RPG. We got to make more of those.
Mm.
Have
I mean-
have a big cast of characters. Have an overworld map. We're going to go back to having Final Fantasy VII type games. I'm not going to complain about, but I think they'd sooner learn that lesson than just sort of the lesson of letting creative people do creative things.
It's about taking a risk,
Unfortunately.
right? It's like how risk averse are you? And it feels like the industry, as many industries, are incredibly risk averse at the moment.
Entertainment
but-
just in general is no longer risk. They
100%.
don't want to take risks.
100%. But
Yeah.
what a year to be in gaming where the biggest risk also had the biggest payoff.
No,
Small
exactly.
team doing something fucking crazy. Like, come on, you write down the description of what SK is and try and explain that's going to be a major
Yeah.
character in this game. And you're
Yeah.
like, what the fuck are you talking about?
Yeah, a floating bag of wine is like one of the most lovable characters of the year.
Yeah. Yeah.
But
it's
if you write
brilliant.
down even the concept of like what the paintress and like all that,
Mhm.
if you write down the concept, it seems like an absurd concept.
Yeah.
It's their ability to like really put you in that world and make it feel normal. And then also
take
like
it serious.
Fix take it serious. And like Fix said, make it normal for somebody who isn't like reading into every little detail and listening to
Yeah.
every conversation and having it like paint the bigger picture of the world. And there's also there is that stuff still there for the people who do want to pay attention, who do want to like by the time they get to the end, they might have a very big choice on like a very obvious choice on what they're going to choose because of certain conversations they've picked up on earlier where they're like, I'm going to make this choice because of X, Y, and Z because that's what the world's told me and that's what I've taken from the world. And so it is really, it is an amalgamation of like almost every facet you have of the game being made with a purpose and not being made to fill space. Even the stupid tower climbing events, like the that stuff, it feels like it's there just because they wanted the section there to have fun. That is the purpose of it. It's not some sort of like, people are gonna love this. A lot of people really dislike it, and a lot of people are like, this is one of the worst things about the game. Just don't have to do it. The purpose there is because they were like, this is gonna be a really fun thing, and it's gonna be funny, and this is something you would have gotten in a game that would have came out in the early 2000s or way back in the day of like, here's some shitty platforming that isn't good. You don't have to do. You're gonna get some silly dumb reward for it that you probably don't even need.
An outfit.
Fun.
Yeah. Climb is like play only up in Expedition 33 for an outfit. No one cares. I skip those, but I do. But the thing is, they're in there if you want to do them, and they're fun if you like that kind of thing. But yeah, like, and again, it's like we said, it's like just the developers having fun with their world, and we need more of that in the world.
Absolutely, and I agree. I hope Matt, I hope, fingers crossed that we get it, but I won't hold my breath. That is our top 10 lists. It's been a great year for gaming. We now need to discuss my Xbox and me's top 10 list.
Oh God.
We're giving us a hard out at 3 hours, so we have 40 minutes to argue. Hopefully we can get it done before that, but we shall see. Well, I think the top will write itself. I think the bottom's going to be so much harder.
Exactly, I agree with you.
Top 2 is super easy, right? Clair Obscur and then Digimon. No, Clair Obscur.
Clair Obscur and Digimon. Yeah. All right.
Yeah. I think the top 3 write themselves, if I'm honest.
I'd technically say the top
3.
Yeah, Blueprints number 3, Dispatch number 4.
Clair Obscur, Arc Raiders, Blueprints. I think there could be an argument between Dispatch and Blueprint.
Yeah, you know,
they could be, but just
let's
want to let
put
you know
3
right
and
now.
4 Blueprints and
no, Crash, you're missing what I'm saying. No, you're missing. You're missing. What I'm saying
Blueprints.
here.
Yeah, I agree. We're gonna miss out.
Dispatch is not on Xbox.
Not on Xbox.
No.
Wow. Wait. What?
Yep.
Oh, Dispatch isn't on this list at all. Wait, that's crazy.
Blueprints is not on Xbox.
Dispatch,
Dispatch.
Dispatch. Sorry. Coming to Switch 2 this year. We have no Xbox release date yet.
Whoa. Okay, yeah, no, there's no argument to be had. The fuck Dispatch game, not in the top 10. Wow.
So, yeah, Arc Raiders, Clair Obscur number 1, Arc Raiders number 2, Blueprints number 3. Then the conversation starts. Go on, Matt.
I think it should be my number 4. I think it should be Kingdom Come Deliverance 2. I think when you look at games that have the potential to change the industry, games that, you know, if you look back at this year, look back at 2025, you go to your average gamer, these are the games that you need to check out. These are the games that changed gaming. These are the games that made a leap forward. Kingdom Come Deliverance 2 is in that conversation, and with the other 3 that we've talked about. And so I think it holds that 4 spot very worthily for me. Worthily is not a word, but I'm saying
but it's boring.
Fix, just in case you were like making a list or something, I'm making a list on the Xbox.
I'm writing it. Yeah, you're fine. I'm writing.
We're all doing that. We're all making a list.
I'm
making a list so I can bring it up.
I'm gonna add Kingdom Come Deliverance. I don't think it's gonna be super locked into this place right now, but I think you've given a good argument for it to be on the list somewhere. If it ends up 4 or somewhere lower, we'll get to.
I think it's really special. I think like the detail in that game is second to none. I think the acting in that game is like up there with Clair Obscur. You know, if you're going to look at best acting, and probably up there with Dispatch, but if you're going to look at best acting in games of the year, then
I don't think this game belongs anywhere on the top 10 list, Matt. Go somewhere else.
It's not my fault it didn't come to Xbox. I prioritized me playing my Xbox games this year. That's what I did. I think it's a really special game.
Okay, let's go back down to the bottom because I feel like the top is easy. 10. Where are people at for number 10?
I'll bring it up from my honorable mention. We didn't even touch on our honorable mentions, but I'll bring it up from my honorable mentions. I would say I'd be happy with South of Midnight around the 10, and then we can obviously argue to bring it up.
I love that personally. It's number 9 for me. I I don't think I would put the Rogue Prince of Persia in Xbox's top 10 list.
No.
I think Kingdom Come Deliverance would easily knock it down and
Yeah.
out, and I'm fine with that. But yeah, South of Midnight at 10, I could definitely go for that if everyone's okay with that.
Yeah.
I think 10 or higher.
That's a starting point, yeah.
Yeah, so like
Well,
I
I-
think it needs to be in the top 10.
Yeah, I agree. I don't think it can go higher. If I'm honest with you, I think
Okay.
Oblivion remake goes above
It
it. I
has to
think
be on
Tony
this,
Hawk
yeah.
goes above it. I think I played Tony Hawk. I didn't play Oblivion. I just didn't care. In the end, but
Played Oblivion.
I think it should be on the list 100%. So I'm fine with locking in South of Midnight at number 10.
Okay. Now,
Um,
just going up from my list for Xbox games specifically.
Yeah.
Obviously, my personal number 10, Avowed.
I don't think I wouldn't put it on this list personally.
Agreed.
I mean, personally, I'd put it above South of Midnight. Just think it's just for gameplay elements. Like, I enjoyed the story.
I think if we include it on this list, we have to be okay with possibly getting rid of South of Midnight based off what else comes in.
I mean, I'm okay. Like, again, I'm not precious about any of these games except for Clair Obscur.
Okay.
But like, I
think we
I-
should.
I just personally
think-
think Avowed.
Okay.
Go on.
Okay. This is where I get sticky, and I might lose the argument. But
Sticky.
did you beat Avowed because you reviewed it,
Mhm.
and you beat South of Midnight as well?
Mhm.
Then you can decide because I think that's fair. You beat both games. I played Avowed.
Mhm.
I don't think it should be above South of Midnight, but I will give you the ultimate say on it because you beat both games, and I think that is fair. Nah, I don't love it, but if I'm gonna, if I'm gonna be a fair man, which I am, Matt, why are you saying no?
I don't
I don't
love it.
think. I don't know if that's necessarily being a fair man. Because beating it doesn't necessarily mean
How many did you
it
guys
was-
play? Did you guys play Avowed?
I played Avowed.
No.
You don't get a say then, Matt. Unfortunately, you didn't play the game. So it's me and Crash fighting Despawn on this, if
Yeah.
anything.
I mean,
So-
I will say I'm not mad at Avowed going above South of Midnight. I'm not mad at that. Doesn't.
But you're saying Avowed could go in at number 9.
Mhm.
For now, yeah. But there's a possibility that something comes in that we didn't think about, and it's like, oh, Avowed has to go down, which means South of Midnight has to get knocked out of
Sure,
the top
okay,
10.
fine. Avowed number 9 for now.
Okay.
That's fine with me. That's fine.
Um,
Okay, fine. Number 8.
I think
Uh,
I don't know if it sticks the landing here, but I think it came to Game Pass. I think Ball X Pit deserves to be in this conversation at the sort of tail end of our list here.
Not over my dead body. No. Not happening. Because it's not better than Yakuza, it's not better than Battlefield, it's not better than Shadows. It's not.
I haven't played it, so I have no
Shadows,
say.
you're going to need to fight for, I think.
What, if you think Shadows not going on the list, you're crazy. You're crazy.
It's gonna be a conversation.
Wait, stop. You think we're not going to put Assassin's Creed Shadow on the list, but we're going to put Ball X Pit?
Which one I
I'd
had
be
more
more
fun
comfortable
with?
putting Ball X Pit
I
on
haven't
the
played Ball
list than
X,
Shadows.
so I have no clue, though. I'm not in that conversation.
I mean,
I'd
you're
be
trying to
remiss if I
compare
didn't
apples to
mention-
oranges. Go on.
I'd be remiss if I didn't mention
That's this
Monster
list.
Hunter
Eastman.
Wild.
No,
No,
too broken. Too broken. Yes,
You
it was
played on
broken on
Xbox?
PC. No,
that's
I
what I'm gonna
didn't.
say. I was gonna.
But, Crash, everything's an Xbox.
Including a PC.
It's a good point.
Everything's at
Good
Xbox.
point.
We're gonna
Everything's
keep.
an
We're gonna keep that sentiment throughout the 2026. I don't want to hear something about somebody saying the ROG Ally is an Xbox and you being like, well,
It
it's
is.
not really an Xbox.
But it is.
Everything's an. We have to go. No. Let's have a. We have to go by what Xbox gives us on my Xbox and me. That's what
Right.
everything is
No.
an Xbox.
Well,
I
then, but then
refuse-
hold
I
on. Then
refuse.
Dispatch did come to Xbox because it came to PC,
Yeah.
and the PC's an Xbox.
Do you want to hold on
But
to
can
the
I hear an
statement,
Xbox?
Vix?
Here's the thing:
Yeah,
can I hear
you
an
gotta-
Xbox achievement?
You're
in
in
it?
trouble, effects. You're in
It
trouble.
has to launch on
Spider-Man,
the,
did
it has-
Spider-Man 2 come onto PC this
no,
year?
No,
That is
no.
an Xbox game.
It has to launch in the Xbox app to
No,
make the
but
list.
now you're saying
mean-
something
Yeah,
completely
yeah,
That's what,
yeah.
different now.
that's what they're talking about when they say everything's on Xbox. You know
So
that,
the
right?
arg- I mean, the
that's
argument
what-
there
you're
is-
telling me to interpolate what they said and to
No,
read
that's how
what they said
they
face
interpret
value.
it. That's literally how they interpret everything's an Xbox.
When?
They're not talking
I
about
think-
when they wait. Let me go on my fucking rant.
No,
when
they
say
say-
everything's
they look
not
at
an
your
Xbox,
toaster and
when
stuff.
they say everything's an Xbox, they're not fucking talking about Steam, are they?
Launch
No,
it
talking
against
about
the
your
Xbox One.
refrigerator.
They're not talking about Epic
Go-
games,
go
are
on
they?
your fridge
They're
and
not
play your
talking about
Xbox game.
no, fuck off. They're not talking about that. They're talking about the Xbox launcher.
I need somebody to
Everywhere
rewatch that
can be,
trailer and tell me
everything
every
is an
single device that
Xbox.
shows up on that trailer because all those devices are Xbox. And I guarantee you, one of those devices you're not going to really be able to play Xbox games on. I don't know if that's a true statement.
Very quickly, nobody had it on their list, but I do think we need to talk about it in the top 10. I've got to mention it now, otherwise it's going to slip my mind again and we're not going to talk about it. Hollow Knight Silk Song probably needs to be in this top 10
yeah, I'm
list,
gonna mention
and
it
none
at
of us
some
put it
point.
on our personals.
It should be
I
somewhere
played
on
it.
this
I
list.
didn't care. I just didn't care.
I don't either. I would
It
say
is
that
good,
I'd
but
probably
it
put it
didn't make
above.
Oh, good. It's still,
Avowed.
guys. Guys, I need us to understand what this list is.
Yeah.
It's my
Okay.
Xbox and me's top 10 list. This isn't the game was
Okay, so
good.
song's not in
So,
it.
Six Songs not on the list, guys.
Monster
It's
Hunter
in the
Wilds is.
thumbnail.
It makes sense.
Yeah, because is it in our list? Yeah, no. The thing is, though, like none of us really played it enough. Like, well, I'm sure we did. We played it enough to know if we liked it or not. I played it enough to know I did
Exactly.
not like it.
Yeah, no,
Same
this
with-
is fair.
Yeah, so like
Played
I know it's
like
I know it's not
30
good enough to make
hours.
my list. So like, yeah,
You
I'm
wait,
good.
sorry, Matt, what was that?
I played like 30 hours of it.
And you loved it.
I liked it. It did not make my top 10 list.
well then it's not going to make
Did you
this top 10
play-
list.
Well, yeah,
How's
no,
he
I
gonna
agree.
Wait,
make?
wait,
yeah,
wait, wait,
If you
wait.
don't make
Wait,
your
did you
top
play
10,
South
how's he
of
gonna
Midnight?
make this top 10?
Yes,
Yeah,
I
you
played
did.
South of Midnight.
Did you like it more than South of Midnight?
Yes, I liked it more than South
And
of
there's a
Midnight.
conversation for it to be
Where's
on this
the, there's
list.
the conversation? Sure, but you have to bring up that
No,
conversation. and
that's
have
what I'm
it
doing.
then.
I'm bringing the conversation.
Yeah,
You know how
Um,
this works. We've been doing this for years.
But like you
So-
said, I enjoyed it more than South of Midnight.
Sure.
But I'm not going to fight to knock South of Midnight off the My Xbox and Me top 10 list in favor of it, right? I understand that.
Boo-hoo,
Like,
Matt. Boo-hoo. Boo-hoo.
I'm
That's
not
the thing.
here.
That's your
It's not on the
decision.
list,
Do you know
then.
what you
Argue
need
it.
to do? That you know what you need to do? Fucking grow a pair. Then I don't want to hear you say, "Oh, let me know." I want to say it in case no one mentions it. Grow a fucking pair and fight me. That's what you need to do. You need to fight me. You got it?
So let me be really open and honest and vulnerable right now then with you.
Sure. Okay. I'm sorry.
The fear is if I knock South of Midnight off the top 10 list, you're going to call me a racist on the podcast again.
I mean he won't. I will. He won't.
Knock it off the pot. Knock it off if you
can
think
I-
it should be
can I-
knocked off.
Can I be honest? I thought you said, "Okay, let me be very transparent here. I've only got one testicle.
And I I can't grow up
That's
hair.
where I was going. Interesting.
No, I'm
interesting.
not going to call you a racist if you don't want it in the top 10 list. If you
No.
generally believe, no, all jokes aside, like this, how hard's away, like if you generally believe that Hollow Knight should be above South of Midnight, let's have the conversation. I don't think it should because I think story wise, it's a much stronger narrative and a much stronger world. Is South of Midnight. Gameplay wise, Hollow Knight's probably better for what they're trying to do.
Well, I think you're doing a disservice to the world and story of Hollow Knight. Like, I think
Sure.
like,
I don't disagree. I just don't care about it.
sure. And I think, yes, South of Midnight has a far more important story and it is better done, but Hollow Knight's is not poorly done by any means. It's not bad. And so, let's just be real. Let's just get rid of Avowed and just put Hollow Knight in the number 9 spot.
I wouldn't argue.
I mean, here's the thing: we could always just move the
Fresh,
all.
you want Digimon at 8? What do you want?
What?
Oh no, we're not doing a bartering system. Come on,
Hear me
I
out.
guess
Hear me
we
out.
could
Hear me
just-
out.
we could move them
I
up and
agree
put
with
Hollow
you.
Knight in there as
Hollow
well.
Knight goes to 10.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
South of Midnight goes to 9.
Mhm.
Uh-huh.
Avowed goes to 8.
We'll
Okay.
reshuffle when we get to later. Yeah.
Okay,
Okay,
well, let's
that's
just
fine for
move
now.
on.
Yeah.
For now,
Okay.
that's where
Let's-
we
let's
go,
get-
all right?
Yeah, let's get to 10 on the list and we can argue about the order later.
Okay.
Sure.
So 7.
hmm
I'll put a game out that I think needs to be on here. Split Fiction.
Okay. Why?
I'm not mad at that.
Look, there is just because I didn't like it as much as It Takes Two, it's still definitely one of the best games of the year. Hazelight do it better than anybody else. It's a special game, and you can't get that experience very many times in a year of gaming. Yeah, like Split Fiction's a brilliant game. It just so happens that studio has made a slightly more brilliant game as well, and so it's a little bit sour, but it deserves to be in the list for sure.
Yeah, I mean, I can't argue it mainly because I didn't play it, but also the fact that you release a 9.5 when you've released a 10 in the past doesn't stop your game from being a 9.5, right?
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Like I say, I've got no arguments with it being on this list. They're just like I don't have a personal stake in it staying in there.
I agree.
Yeah. Let's put it
Can
at.
can I argue that I think it should go higher? I think it should go
sure.
6,
Okay.
and Pirate Yakuza should go 7. Look, I
So-
love Pirate Yakuza.
I do too.
Like, I think it's a phenomenal game. I think it's a very important game in the Like a Dragon Yakuza series right now.
Mhm.
I think if you're telling me of 2025 10 games to play, I'm 100% telling people to play that game. That's why I think Split Fiction should go up to 6. I don't think I don't think, because for me, Pirate Yakuza is not breaking 6, it's not breaking 7. To me, it's an 8-7-6 game. That's where it goes. Now, I'll put it above Avowed all day long. Like, I'll get rid of Avowed all day long for it. Like, no problem to me. Like, Avowed can go.
Avowed's got to go because
Split Fiction
look,
has to go up.
I mean,
I
I'm
agree.
like I said, I've got no problem with Split Fiction at 6. Absolutely no problem with it. Again, like I said, I've got no personal stake in it, but I recognize the quality of that studio, and from what you said about it, it definitely deserves to be on this list. And again, like I said, a 9.5 compared to a 10 is still 9.5.
Yeah, looking at our list right now, right? So if we're gonna go Split Fiction 6, Pirate Yakuza 7, just to hold those slots for now.
Sure.
Our only gap is 5, and we've
Well,
still got to talk
4,
about.
4.
Oh yeah, you're
Yeah.
right. No, Four's Kingdom Come Deliverance 2.
Yeah,
No,
you're the only
it
one saying
isn't
that, Matt.
You,
You're the only one
the
saying
only
that.
one who thinks that.
Well, it's
Nothing
on,
below.
I'm looking
nothing
at the
below
list right now. It
3
is on there.
set in stone as far as I care.
Exactly. Thank you.
My point is, we've only got one gap. It's at 5.
Mhm.
We haven't talked about Oblivion Remaster. We haven't talked
No.
about Tony Hawk's Pro Skater 1, 2. You
Yeah.
know, there's a couple of games here
Tony
we haven't
Hawk's.
touched on
That's
yet.
good because it's 3-4.
That's what I said. So we have to get. My point is, we have to get rid of Avowed, and I think we just hot swap it right now with Oblivion Remaster because that's the obvious hot swap to make, and then we can argue about the order in a second.
I know.
Who
But now
played
let's just
Oblivion?
get
Who
Avowed
played
out and Oblivion
Oblivion?
Remaster in.
Who played
I've played
Oblivion?
Oblivion.
Did you enjoy it? Did you? Okay, would you prefer Oblivion or Avowed?
Avowed.
I put a lot more time into Avowed and preferred Avowed over Oblivion.
Then Oblivion's not even making the list because I agree as well.
It's what it is, Matt.
You've also got recency bias because you're playing it right now.
Shocking.
You also,
Absolutely
Matt, you watch yourself into having this hot swap conversation. You could have just been like, let's put it number 5 for right now.
Well, no, because I think
Oh.
Tony Hawk Pro
Okay.
Skater 3, 4 should go number 5 for now, right now.
I will
I
also
don't
say
think
there
Pro
is.
Skater makes it the list. It's a
Yeah.
remake.
Yeah,
So here's the thing: there is one game that we've all talked about, we've all played, we all love that isn't on this list yet, which I think should be, and that is Battlefield 6.
Battlefield.
Mhm.
And it should be number
absolutely.
4. 100%.
Yeah.
Clear Obscure 1, Arc Raiders 2, Blueprints 3, Battlefield 4. That
Mhm.
makes perfect sense for me for the top 10 list for this year of the top 4 games.
Kingdom Come is a more important game than Battlefield is.
But
I
this-
don't disagree with you. The
This
issue
list
you
is
have-
not about importance.
It's not
Yeah.
that. That's not what this list is. This is our favorite games as a group, our top 10. Now, I'll give you I'll give you one. I'll give you Kingdom Come at 5. Because I want you to stay on the podcast and not leave. And we've already decided that you have little testicles. So we have to.
There's
We
one
have,
testicle. Yes, one
Jesus.
testicle.
It's a normal sized testicle. It's just the one of them.
it's just one.
Right.
Sorry, I got it.
Okay.
Oh,
You just think it's two small
there's
ones.
No way. There's no way. Because you're getting Split Fiction as well. I think you're the only one that plays Split Fiction.
Mhm.
You're getting Split Fiction and you're getting Kingdom Come. Actually,
still don't know if I feel
can't
about
even give.
Kingdom
Oh wait, I
Come.
can give you that. Yeah, because Pirate Yakuza then goes. Wait, no, stop, no. Because then Assassin's Creed don't make this list.
Oh, it's not.
Fuck you guys. Assassin's
No,
Creed's
no,
making
no,
the
no,
I
list.
don't-
no,
It's
no,
not.
no,
I-
no, it's not. It's
Well,
not.
I don't think it
What
does.
do you mean?
Sorry, Fix, it's not. It's
I
done.
will tell you, the only way Assassin's Creed makes the list is if South of Midnight leaves the list.
Why can't Hollow Knight move the list?
Because I think Hollow Knight, from what I played, is a game that I'd rather go back to over Assassin's Creed.
No,
I think
guys,
if word
you're-
gets
you're-
out, you knocked Hollow Knight off the list in favor of Shadows. I think you need to move. You need to go into
Yeah,
I
you
winter.
think
get
I still have a job, mate. I don't know what you're talking about.
oh, I see. This is for job security, not actual.
I
Oh.
promise you, it isn't. It isn't. You guys are. Look,
Look. What? Let's replace Avowed with Shadows.
Stop
If it means
it!
that much to you. Much to you.
I'd rather play
No.
Avowed than I would Shadows. If I'm
Yeah,
gonna
me
be like,
too.
oh,
Me
and I'm
too,
not a
brother.
huge fan of Avowed.
I completed Avowed. I didn't complete Shadows.
I
That was
completed
a longer
Shadows. I
game,
didn't keep
so I don't think
Avowed,
that's I don't think that's necessarily a fair
and I
argument.
completed all the DLC.
Yeah, I saw you complete that.
How many of
DLC.
those? How many of
That
those
Attack on
were
Titan
you on
thing
the
was
job completing
rough.
the DLC?
All of it.
Some of them were, but I would have completed it nonetheless. Like, there's not. I agree with you, yeah, but that's not. I would have still beat these DLCs. I still would have beat these games. That's 100%. I love that game. I beat the game before, and I had it for review before it even came out. You know, so
Yeah.
before it's even streaming it and stuff. So yeah, look, look. Let's get this in. Are we? Matt excluded. Are we agreeing Battlefield 6 goes 4, right?
Mhm.
Has
Fine.
to. Okay, so that's
Yeah.
fine. Okay. Cool. Okay. That's cool. Okay. Battlefield 6.
I think
4.
our top 5 is a lock.
Is it? Because
No, it isn't, Matt.
5 on my list is still
Just-
blank.
No, it isn't.
Look,
Matt.
I'm not mad at Kingdom Come Deliverance coming at number 5. I haven't played it and I can't speak to it. I'd have to be as mad about Split Fiction and Pirate Yakuza coming in where they came in. I haven't played any of those, and I think all of those are fine where they are personally.
I think when you're looking at this year
Can
in
I-
video games, 2025, the fact that you haven't played Kingdom Come Deliverance 2 is
I
a
have.
crime.
Actually,
I
Despawn
don't
has
think
played
it
it.
is. I don't think it is, and the only reason I say that is I've got it and I haven't played it, and that's because I know I don't like the combat system. The combat system is so hard to get your head around that I can agree with you about everything else about the game, because I remember playing the first one and being like, wow, this game is really special, but the combat system just sucks. Now, does the combat system actually suck? No, you just need to sit down and master it. I understand, Matt. I just don't like it.
Like it is intentional in its design and mechanics in the beginning of that game. Like the reason it sucks is because you suck.
But that doesn't a
Sure.
fun experience make. And that's my
Video
main
games
argument.
should be
Okay,
fun.
it's you don't have to have a game. Doesn't have
The game doesn't have to be what? Sorry, you cut out.
a game doesn't have to be fun for it to be a good.
Mm.
It,
I mean,
it
it
does
helps.
for this list.
Oh, I'm not arguing this list, but I'm just saying in general, a game doesn't have to be good to be fun.
For this list, though, it does.
Sure.
'Cause
For
you have
this
four-
list, fun
you're
is a
arguing
requirement for
four
this
people.
list.
No, but you're
No.
arguing against but you're
Okay.
arguing against other people, and the number one thing we play games for is fun and escapism, right? Now,
I wouldn't
Kingdom
say
Come
the number one
Deliverance-
reason I played Clay Obscure is for fun.
interesting.
I
Why
agree with
did you
that.
play it?
Clay Obscure is about the story and the characters and the narrative and it doing something interesting artistically. I wouldn't say the moment-to-moment gameplay of that is fun. I would not say me spending ages in a menu system sorting out my pictos and then getting frustrated because I'm not parrying right and then running around the overworld. None of that is fun to me.
Got you.
Overwatch was fun.
think it's fun, but I don't think it's the number one thing with that game. But if we're going fun, then I don't think South of Midnight should be on this.
Sure. I can't disagree with you in terms of your opinion. Look, let's just lock in what we want at 5 and 7, because then we can have a real argument here.
Well,
Exactly.
I've currently got Pirate Yakuza at 7 for me.
I haven't. The problem is, Despawn.
Mhm.
I now have to have a conversation with myself about Assassin's Creed or Pirate Yakuza,
Okay.
and I'm going to tell you right now, is that the conversation I have to have with myself?
If you because
I
it
don't
will be
think
with
so.
yourself, because I think because I'm already happy with Pirate Yakuza being on this list more than anything.
Yeah, I don't think so because I think you
those two.
can sub out Avowed for Shadows.
No, you can sub out Hollow. No, if anything, Hollow Knight goes.
For our personal list of all of us,
For Shadows?
No, it got
That's
no,
crazy.
no. South of Midnight goes down. Avowed comes down. Pirate Yakuza comes down to 8, and then Shadows comes to 7.
That's crazy.
No.
Can't be done. It can't be done.
It can. It literally
Yeah,
can.
it
can
That's
be
what
done.
it's
So
not. It literally can.
So here's the thing.
Yeah, the three of us on board with you, Fix.
So here's the
And
thing.
then a
It can be done.
conversation can happen.
Yeah, it can be done, but should it be done is the question. And right now,
Yes.
I'm leaning towards no, but I am open to the argument of why you think.
Didn't I not? I reviewed Shadows for the podcast and gave it a 9.
Yeah,
Like,
I remember the Twitter beef. Yeah,
how like, whether or not, okay, I get it. Like, you guys for some reason didn't love it. That's fine. It didn't click with you, right? But we're
That's
putting
not what this
Kingdom
list
Come.
is.
Wait, let me land.
Okay.
But we're putting Kingdom Come Deliverance on this list, and none of us played it, apart from Despawn for about 10 minutes, and doesn't like it. He doesn't like the game, doesn't enjoy the game, doesn't think the game should exist. I heard him say that.
yeah, I said that. That's definitely something I said.
But that gets to number 5. But Shadows that I
Okay.
beat and gave a 9 doesn't make the
Sure.
list.
We want to.
5
Do we
hours.
want? Okay, wait. We can follow this train of thought, Fix. Let's follow this train of thought. We get rid of Kingdom Come Deliverance. That's not a shoe in
That's
for
not what
that
I said.
game.
That's
Because
not what I
then
said.
I'm going to argue Monster Hunter Wild, and you're going to say, well,
No way.
3 of you didn't play Monster Hunter Wild.
Play the
Sure
beta.
you
I
didn't.
know what the game
3
is.
of you
I
did
know what the
not
game
play
is.
it.
I know what the
Mhm.
game is.
No. Are we going to say you can play the beta and judge a game off of the beta?
No, definitely not.
Okay. then.
Yeah, that's a dangerous precedent
Fresh.
to start.
I would rather you put Digimon on this list at 10 than Hollow Knight, because you don't
Hey,
give a
look.
fuck about Hollow Knight.
Look, I'm with that.
I don't know why
You
Silk
don't
Song's on this
care
list.
about none of us on this. I'm sorry, we do this podcast once a week. I haven't heard anybody on the podcast. Maybe because you wasn't here, Matt, and I think that's
Thank
probably
you.
partly why. But none of us have gone like, yeah, man, Hollow Knight
Yeah.
come out and we were fucking smashing that game. I came out and was like, yo, playing Assassin's Creed. Yo, playing Assassin's Creed. Yo,
Can I
playing
still?
Assassin's
Can I
Creed.
be honest? I'm still on about Dispatch not being on Xbox, and then I looked up Hades 2, and Hades 2 isn't on Xbox. I'm just like, what is this list even for?
It's the top 10 games for Xbox for the Xbox podcast.
Death Stranding 2, not on,
Not on this list.
No. In my honorable
Yeah, that
mentions.
didn't really get on any of his personal, did it? No.
No, it's not my honorable, but
No.
that's about it. Yeah.
I've got honorables. We'll talk about them quickly at the end if we got
Yeah,
time.
Should we just stick to a top
Oh,
5?
No.
Damn it.
Is Kingdom Come Deliverance going 5?
Yeah, it is.
It's almost
Fresh?
10 o'clock. I'm kind of.
I'm indifferent towards it. I think this is a Despawn. If Despawn agrees, then it goes there.
I don't think we can even talk. We didn't play it.
Despawn played it, didn't he?
No, me and you. I'm saying. We
Oh yeah,
can't
that's what
even
I'm
talk
saying. I
about
think
it.
it's not a
Yeah.
me and you like a thing. It's between the
5
two
is
of them.
so high on our list.
It
for
is
a
very
game
high.
that 2 of us didn't play.
And one of us, and the third one didn't like.
But how much time did you put into it, Despawn?
Matt, did you
hours.
even beat it?
No, I haven't beaten it. But I've put in probably
Big old RPG.
60, 70, 80 hours.
That's enough to know if you like a game or not.
Yeah.
I put 5 in, and yeah, like maybe 30 minutes of that was interesting.
I
I think like saying you put 5 hours in and don't like it is saying like you put 5 hours into Stardew Valley and you don't like it. You don't think it's a very good game. Like
Yeah,
I just
which is a
don't
fair
think your
thing to-
opinion is valid.
That's a very valid.
What?
That's a very valid depth into the game to have an opinion of. I do not like
5
this
hours is
game.
a long time.
No, it's not.
Yeah,
5 hours I'm not getting back ever.
5 hours
Look,
is a,
like it is in a lot of games, clear obscure, sure, like there are
So
but for a game like Kingdom Come, it's just not. It's just not.
I disagree. I
is.
got story, I got combat, I got potion making, I got quest
It's-
systems, I got
think
free
judging-
roaming.
I think
Maybe 3% of that game.
I think there's a fallacy in judging a game based off where it ends up as opposed to the journey to getting there. And what you're saying, Matt, is the journey to getting to the game being better is irrelevant because all you should think about is where the game gets good.
No, I disagree. I think the journey. I think it's like in that sense, like a. I don't love this comparison, but I'm still going to say it out loud. Almost like a Souls game, in that like the journey is the suffering.
Oh, I suffered.
Problem I'm
playing
gonna
Kingdom.
have is even when I'm suffering in a Souls game, I'm genuinely enjoying the Souls game. Like I might not be doing good, I might not be doing a lot of damage, but I'm
Sure.
having a good time in that experience.
100%. I enjoyed the suffering. Despawn did not. Despawn is wrong.
None of you like Assassin's Creed Shadows. You're all wrong.
I didn't mind
We've
Assassin's
been
Creed
there, we
Shadows.
talked about that.
I like
Yeah.
Assassin's Creed Shadows, but it's just not one of the top 10 games of the year.
I
You're
mean,
right. It's one of the top 10 games on the Xbox of the year.
No, it's not.
I don't know about that.
so I mean, if we're being like impartial about it all, and like, I think I'd put it above South of Midnight.
What?
AC.
Shadows.
Shadows.
It's above South of Midnight. I think.
Okay. If we did that, I wouldn't be opposed, but I think we have to knock off South of Midnight then.
No, we have to knock off Hollow Knight.
No, because I'd rather play Hollow Knight. Because I didn't argue
Hollow
over it, but
Knight's
I'd
10.
rather play Hollow Knight over South of Midnight.
You guys are crazy. You're crazy.
Maybe.
Fine.
Probably.
Fine. South of Midnight's gone.
Okay.
I don't feel good about that.
South of
Wait,
Midnight's gone.
wait. Let's take a step back. Kingdom Come Deliverance is staying, or Kingdom Come Deliverance is going.
Fine
Kingdom
with
Comes
giving
locked.
him Kingdom
Kingdom
Come
Comes
Deliverance
locked.
too. I'm
But
fine
then
with he
Split
needs
Fiction is
something.
staying. This is another
Okay,
case of
No, I'm with Split Fiction. I like.
Okay, Split
I
Fiction
generally
is
feel
staying.
like Split Fiction would be. Yeah, I think Split Fiction
Okay.
would probably be in my top 5 games this year if I had the
If I
time.
played it.
So I'm fine with it staying wherever it is. Honestly,
I think there's an argument to move it down a place if we get there and we're deciding. But like, yeah, Split Fiction needs to be in the top 10, and I think it needs to be sort of in the middle. So
AC's not going to go above Split Fiction. Pirate Yakuza's
No.
not going above Split Fiction. Avowal's not going above Split Fiction. South of Midnight's not going above Split Fiction, and nor is Hollow Knight. So it's
Fair
staying
enough,
where
well
it is. That's
put,
what I'm saying.
well put,
The
it's
argument
locked.
is now 7, 8, 9, 10. That's the
Mhm.
argument now. And I'm sorry, but if we're giving Matt Kingdom Come, I'm getting Assassin's Creed on this goddamn list.
Yeah. Again, like I
I
say,
gave it a 9.
I've got no problems with this Assassin's Creed being on this list. I've got problems with our personal opinions of a game. I don't want Kingdom Come on this list just because I did not enjoy any experience with that game. Like Matt's well within his right and reason to argue that it should be on this list. And
do me a
but-
favor,
But, here's-
Despawn. Do me a favor. Just quickly go back into the Fantasy Critic and
Mhm.
look at how many points it got me, and look at how many points I beat you by.
No,
and
but
then
that's
shut
irrelevant.
Matt,
But
again,
here's the thing:
no,
if we're
don't
going,
tell me
if
to
we're
shut up,
going-
Matt, on a
Matt,
fucking
no, no, no,
podcast.
let's
Tell him,
stop for a
Matt.
second.
Tell
Let's stop
him.
for a second.
Let him know,
All right,
Matt.
then no matter
If we wanna
what
go
gets
down-
says or done, Kingdom Come is not going on this list. Fuck you, Matt. Fuck you.
No. Let's go down the train of thought you have of like this pure like I didn't enjoy it thing.
Mhm.
Let's knock off South of Midnight. Let's take out Hollow Knight.
Mhm.
Let's go into Avowed and take that off because I didn't enjoy that at all, despite the amount
Okay.
of time I did. All those games go. All those games leave. That's not a metric we should be because it's the collective opinion.
Well, all right. You two didn't
Compromise.
play it. I didn't like it at all, and
Okay.
Matt put 60 hours into it, so it's like it's a stalemate. What do you
Hear
want?
me out though. Matt's 60 hours is like actually 120 hours because he doesn't have much time.
All right, cool. It's number 10.
No, I'm fine with putting it at number 10.
I'm
You
not.
can have it on the list, but that's fine.
The question I need to ask is, where's Shadows?
Currently, it's number 9
Currently,
on
it's
my
at
list.
11.
No, it's not.
We don't do a top 11. We do a top 10.
We could put it at number 9. And his Kingdom Come Deliverance.
Why can't Hollow Knight go off the list? Can someone explain to me why Hollow Knight can't go off the list?
Oh, it can.
I'd rather play Hollow Knight than South of Midnight.
That was the argument. Yeah.
But why is Avowed so high then?
I'd
Great
rather
question.
look. You can ask me. Ask me. Shadows or Avowed.
Shadows are Avowed.
I'd rather play Avowed than Assassin's Creed Shadows.
I would rather play Assassin's Creed Shadows than Avowed.
Thank you. Finally.
Okay,
Finally, we're
Then maybe
getting
we take out
somewhere.
Avowed and put in Assassin's Creed Shadows.
I don't know about
Then I'd
taking it
rather
out, but
play
taking
living it
Avowed
down.
than South of Midnight.
Why can't Shadows just go 7?
Because you want to take out Pirate Yakuza.
Yeah, let's put Shadows at 7.
Wait, no. That's an empty spot. We're not doing that. Fix. Fuck you.
Why can't we
trying
put
to
that
get
at
the
7?
sneakiest?
Hear me
Like,
out.
let's just put Shadows at 7. You guys are having all this argument about the
Hear me
stuff
out.
below
Listen to this
Put
list.
Shadows
Listen.
at 7.
Shh,
Yeah.
shh, 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 shh. Great.
You just shush me.
You just shushed you.
To the camera.
You just go shush, son.
Yeah.
Alright, here we go.
Yeah.
Number 10, Hollow Knight. Number 9, South of Midnight.
Yeah.
Number 8, Avowed.
Hmm.
Number 7, Assassin's Creed Shadows. Number 6, Split Fiction. Number 5, Kingdom Come. Number 4, Battlefield 6. Number 3, Blueprints. Number 2, Arc Raiders. Number 1, Clear Obscure Expedition 33. What a
Lock it in,
list.
Fix. Well
Repeat
done.
the list.
What a list.
Repeat the list one more time.
Oh my god.
One more time. Just
Just so I can
Number
write out.
10, Hollow Knight.
okay.
Number 9, South of Midnight.
Yeah.
Number 8, Avowed.
Yeah.
Number 7, Assassin's Creed Shadows.
Let's stop there.
Mm, mm, mm.
I don't think Assassin's Creed Shadows should be above. I don't think it should be above Hollow Knight, so I'm going to argue that it shouldn't be above Avowed and South of Midnight if we think those should be above Hollow Knight.
But I played all of those games,
So did I.
and I think
did
it should be
too.
above them.
I think it should be at the
But-
bottom of them.
But I beat one of those games, and you beat none of them.
So, you want to know why I stopped playing it?
You didn't like it.
Yeah, and what is this about? This isn't about an objective view of things, no. This is about what we liked and didn't like. I liked it so
That's
much
what
I
Despawn
stopped.
said.
I think we keep changing the.
That's what
this
you
list
keep.
is.
Yeah, we do change it a lot. That's the problem with this. Is we change for
We
whatever.
never set the
answer we
rules at the
wanna
beginning,
give.
yeah.
Yeah.
Never objective. Our top 10s are objective. This isn't.
I think if you.
That's because we don't argue with anybody for our top 10s. If we had to argue for ourselves, there would be
Yeah.
such a messed up list.
I
Mhm,
think if you knew somebody, little Timmy, just went out now and bought himself an Xbox, and he said, "What 10 games, Uncle Fix, do I need to play that came out last year?" And you gave him this list, little Timmy would be a happy boy.
I agree, but you also want to leave, so you don't get to talk your way out of this. So
Yeah, I want to go see my son.
he's asleep or crying. You don't want to see him, trust me.
No, that's true. Yeah, that's true.
Shadows number 8. You put Shadows at number 8.
Mhm.
Move whatever you want into that 7th spot. I'm happy with you. I'm not giving you Shadows at 7
Why?
because you wanted to sneak it in at 7. I'm feeling petty.
I didn't
over
want to
that.
sneak it in. I just
You
put it
did,
on
Nick,
the
so I was
list.
like, we're gonna take out Pirate. So what you did was Pirate Yakuza, which you said was number 7 on the list, and you were happy with it. You were willing to just flip
You
it out.
guys won't budge on. You guys won't budge on Hollow Knight. Really? What I
Oh, no,
would
I'll
do
budge. I will
is put
bounce. I'll bounce Silksong and put.
South of
Keep-
Midnight Dan. Avowed
Yeah.
comes Dan, and then Pirate Yakuza goes at number 8. That's my real top 10.
Hollow Knight over South of Midnight.
Yeah, I don't feel good about that at all.
No.
This is the problem we're getting to.
I'd
is
drop-
like
I'd just
those
drop Hollow
bottom,
Knight.
those bottom 3
fine,
are like
fine. So Hollow Knight gets Hollow Knight at 9. Hollow Knight at 10.
yeah.
Avowed at what? Yeah, listen. Hollow
Go on.
Knight at 10.
Mhm.
Avowed at 9. Pirate Yakuza. Why are you shaking your head?
I said a thing.
Avowed just shouldn't be on the list.
Shut up.
What shouldn't be on the list?
Avowed.
Avowed?
No, you're wrong.
Are you still on about that Oblivion should be on the list?
No.
Avowed just shouldn't be on the list. So
wait, what
Avowed
should not-
over
what
South
should be
of
on the
Midnight.
list? South of Midnight on Avowed.
I would rather, so I would do Hollow Knight 10, South of Midnight 9, Pirate Yakuza 8. I don't care what order those three go in, really. And then Shadows, Split Fiction. Avowed out, Pirate Yakuza in, is what I'm saying.
You're wrong.
Shadows
You're wrong.
8. Pirate Yakuza at
No.
7.
No.
Pirate Yakuza at 7.
No.
Like, almost
Pirate
every-
Yakuza
No,
at
we've
7.
already agreed that this is the
No,
top
no,
7's
no.
already done.
We
agreed.
never did. We just because
Agreed.
Matt says it's been agreed on doesn't mean jack.
It's agreed. It's already even agreed.
That isn't. I will say, like, in no way, shape, or form will I ever say that Avowed should not be on a list that South of Midnight is on. If we're dropping one of those two, we're dropping South of Midnight over Avowed.
Yeah, I agree with that.
Just by every metric, it's a better game.
You can argue narrative that.
You can. I mean, you can argue the narrative, but yeah.
Like, I'd rather play Avowed 10 times out of 10. Not. There's not a chance that I'd pick. If I want to play a game, and we're talking about play where I enjoy the gameplay, that I am picking South of Midnight over Avowed.
Yeah.
Ah.
And I am totally fine with both being on the list, but like, yeah, if we have to drop one, we're dropping South of Midnight.
Why can't we just leave it as it is and forget Pirate Yakuza?
Because Pirate Yakuza is a better game than all of them.
I agree, but these other two
The option is fixed that you don't want to do. Is we get rid of Assassin's Creed Shadow. That's you're the only one fighting for it, and I'm willing to give it to you, but I'm not.
Deliverance on this dog shit.
Not on my list.
I'm giving that to Matt. I said we could get rid of Split Fiction because Matt wanted both of those, and you're like, no, Split Fiction has to stay.
Nah, Split Fiction does have to say. That's
Okay,
that's 100%.
Pick South of Midnight or pick Assassin's Creed Shadows. You have like a.
I pick Assassin's Creed Shadows then.
Okay, cool. So number 10.
Why is Hollow Knight on the list?
I mean, again, it's not on my list. I've taken it off. So right now,
Deserves to be on the list.
Hollow Knight is on the list.
Matt, you gotta give him. You gotta give a little. You've already won 2. Like you gotta give a little here.
yeah, this isn't your list, Matt. This is our list.
No, this isn't just. But that's not
Kingdom
just
Come
Matt.
and Split Fiction.
But this isn't
Yeah,
just
I'm not the only
Matt.
one out here fighting for Hollow Knight. Crash is.
I don't love Hollow Knight, but if we're looking at that bottom, like the bottom list of games, I think Hollow Knight's a better game, and I enjoyed Hollow Knight more than I did South of Midnight, right?
It's not going above South of Midnight.
Okay, but if
Let's just leave it as it is then. Avowed, South of Midnight, Hollow Knight, Pirate Yakuza don't get on the list. I think it's dumb. I think you're wrong. Yeah, but we are at a stalemate is the issue. And this is where we're gonna get, and we're gonna do this for the next extra 10 minutes for no reason.
So here's the
we're
thing,
not gonna
right?
get anywhere. Hollow
Here's
Knight
what
should
if
not
we-
be on. This is what should happen. Hollow Knight should drop off the list.
It has.
South of
I'm right.
Midnight should go down to 10, and then Avowed should go down to 9, and Pirate should go up to 8. That's what it should be.
So how I've got the list currently on my side is number 10, South of Midnight, number 9, Avowed, number 8, AC Shadows, number 7, Pirate Yakuza, just because I think I had more fun with that game. Number 6, Split Fiction, because I need Matt to have a win here. Number 5, I will fight tooth and nail for KCD to not be there, but I think it's going to be. Number 4, Battlefield. Number 3, Blueprints. Number 2, Arc Raiders. Number 1, Clair Obscur.
I think, like, what we're getting a little bit hung up on is a game dropping off this list that doesn't feel like it deserves to. So if you made it a list of 11, we could then have an argument about what that back 4 looks like, or back 5 looks like, in terms of the order. But like, I don't feel good about South of Midnight dropping off the list. I don't feel good about Hollow Knight dropping off the list.
But we're not adding an 11.
We're not doing 11.
We're not adding no more.
No, it's top 10.
All right, fine.
That's the argument. That's the argument.
So the argument now is...
Matt, if you want to stop fighting for Hollow Knight being on this list, I will let it drop.
Why did
But
you not
I
just
really
post
don't
it
feel good about that.
anyway?
Yeah,
Because
top 10, yeah.
if you were to ask me the same thing I said with Avowed and South of Midnight, of 10 out of 10, which game would I prefer to play? I would prefer to play Hollow Knight over South of Midnight. 10 out of
So
10
here's-
times I will pick it.
So here's the
10
thing.
times I'd rather play Resident Evil 2 over all these games. But
Yeah, honestly. Yeah,
Well,
you
then
know.
this list should be nothing but Resident Evil.
I mean, it should be,
But
but that's
Hollow
not this
Knight-
year.
Hollow Knight is the better game from top to bottom, from narrative, from execution, from world, from from
what?
Avowed or South of Midnight or Shadows.
No, it's not better.
It's
than
a
Shadows.
better
It's
complete
not better than
package.
Shadows. It's not. It's not better than Shadows. It's not.
Look, because first game I knock off of this whole list. Probably Shadows.
That's cool. That's cool. You would. You're right. But that's not happening.
Right. So here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna do what we always do when we've got a top 10. Right. Number 1. Are we all happy with Claire Obscure?
Yes.
Yes.
Number 2. Arc Raiders.
Yes.
Yes.
Number 3. Blueprints.
Yes.
Yes.
Number 4. Battlefield 6.
Yes.
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 Number 5 is currently Kingdom Come Deliverance 2. Do we think anything
Yes.
else currently on this list is better than that?
No. Not really. Nothing that I can make an argument for. But I also haven't played Kingdom Come Deliverance. But I
mean,
know
I
there's
could-
stuff that I would actively say don't deserve to be at the
Maybe
number
Split
5 spot.
Fiction.
Maybe Split Fiction. I wouldn't be mad at that switch.
Matt will be the one to argue on that one.
Is that Matt's the only person who can say it? So I'm going to assume not.
No, I think there's no doubt in my mind that Kingdom Come Deliverance 2 is a better game than Split Fiction.
Okay, then it stays at 5.
5. Split Fiction. Anything on this list better than Split Fiction from 7 to 10?
No.
Okay.
No.
Pirate Yakuza at 7. Anything better?
No.
So AC, Avowed, or
Yes,
South of
Assassin's
Midnight?
Creed is.
Okay. I would argue against that. I think I had, again, just using the fun factor alone, I think it's more fun. I enjoyed the story more. I enjoyed the characters more.
But you didn't play the DLC.
So I have to play a DLC for a game to be complete.
Last year, a DLC was on the top 10 list on its own.
Yeah, true.
So, and I would argue one of the best missions in Assassin's Creed
wait.
Shadows.
For last year for the MXAM top 10 list.
Yes, and we had a big argument about it.
Was it last
Elden
year?
Ring? Did we
No,
put that
you
in?
beat me
Shadow,
up on
was
Phantom
Shadow the
Pain.
Erd Tree?
Phantom
No,
Liberty.
you beat me up on yeah.
Oh, that was
Yeah.
before last
I
year.
lost.
Yeah,
I
that
That was
lost
an
again
expansion.
then. I lost.
That was an
then.
expansion, not DLC.
It's the same fucking thing.
I know.
That's
what
not
you
the
Word
mean.
same
it
thing.
however you fucking want. It's
Yeah,
the
yeah.
same thing. It's the same thing.
Um,
And look, you didn't play some of the best missions in AC.
Yeah, but I will
which
argue
was
that.
was the DLC.
Yeah, but I will argue we're not putting the DLC on the list. We're putting Shadows
I
as
said
a
that's
whole.
good.
it's
Shadow.
the whole package.
It's
the whole
not
package.
the whole package. With
Well, it is.
Cyberpunk, it was the DLC for Cyberpunk that was on the list. So with
Sure, but
this, if you want to put the DLC, we can all have an argument about the DLC.
in the same conversation, they didn't come out in the same year. The DLC came out this year with the game, and it was free.
That does matter.
Your
Sure,
thing come out a
sure,
whole
okay,
couple
cool.
years afterwards,
Cool.
and then the game got
okay, wait,
fixed.
let's follow this train of thought. Cool, we're gonna include the DLC.
Sure.
This game was not fun enough for me to get remotely close to even touch the DLC.
Hey? For you.
Matt, Despawn,
I'd
did
say
you get
for
to the
me,
DLC?
No, I didn't touch it either. I didn't get to it.
Hey? So, but what are you saying is better than it?
Pirate Yakuza.
I would say anything else here is better than it.
I think
Other
the
than
order
South
we've
of
got
Midnight.
for. I think the order we've got at the moment for Pirate Yakuza and then Shadows, 7 and 8. I think Yakuza belongs above Shadows for me, just for the enjoyment factor alone. I had more fun in that game than I did in Shadows.
So for now, let's just put Yakuza above Shadows.
Oh, wait,
and
it is
move
above.
on.
Yeah, yeah. So number 8 would be
Okay.
Shadows, number 9 Avowed, and then number 10 South of Midnight.
I'm cool with that. So I
then
would
you're losing
I would
Hollow
really
Knight.
prefer Hollow
I'm
Knight
cool with
over
that.
South of Midnight, but I'm cool with it.
Yeah, I'm cool with it. Number 11's Hollow Knight.
Number 11 is Hollow Knight.
Fine, go through it one more time from 10, D-Spawn.
Number 10, South of Midnight. Number 9, Avowed. Number 8, AC Shadows. Number 7, Pirate Yakuza. Number 6, Split Fiction. Number 5, Kingdom Come Deliverance 2. Number 4, Battlefield 6. Number 3, Blueprints. Number 2, Arc Raiders. And number 1, the MXAM, My Xbox and Me Game of the Year, as argued for about an hour between us, is Claire Obscure Expedition 33. Actually, there's no argument
no
about Claire
argument.
Obscure.
Top spot. Exactly. There was no
No,
argument
it's
about that top spot.
Congratulations.
Honorable
What a
mentions
year.
really
For those-
quickly.
for those who come
Honourable
after.
mentions.
Yes.
For
Go.
those who come after, indeed. The Precinct, I think, deserved an honorable mention. I don't know if it made it to Xbox. I think it did.
I don't think so. I think it was
Again,
just PC.
this was part of my personal list, so it doesn't really matter. But the Precinct, if you don't know what it is, it's a GTA 1 style cop game where you play as a police officer. So much fun. Had a really good time with it. Put a good 10 hours into it. Didn't finish
It
it
is on
unfortunately
Xbox.
because it was cool. Didn't finish it because unfortunately it got a little bit too repetitive for my liking. If they ever did do a sequel, I'd love them to add co-op because I think 2 people buddy copying it, and would help me have got through that game. I mentioned it right at the start of the show. Mafia: The Old Country. I really enjoyed my time with Mafia: The Old Country. The only problem was there were certain moments in that game that just really left a bad taste in my mouth. Number one was the knife fights. Oh my god, like they were just so bland and boring. And 2, you instantly knew when it was going to come as well. It was just like, okay, it just wasn't fun. The other game was Into the Dark. What is it? Into the Darkest Days.
Yeah,
Oh,
great game.
Into the Dead, yeah.
Great game.
Yeah.
Into the
But-
Dead Darkest Days.
Mhm.
That should if it's a shame the formula didn't change enough with that game. Again, another game that from start to finish had a really great time with. Didn't manage to get to the DLC unfortunately, but
Yeah.
a really, really top game. If you haven't played it, do check it out. So those are my 3 honorable mentions. Despawn, what you got?
So again, yeah, Into the Dead. I didn't include that one because it was early access, and I wanted to save that for a 1.0 release and give an opinion when that finally drops. South of Midnight was in my honorable mentions. AC Shadows was in my honorable mentions. Grounded 2 was also in my honorables. The only reason, again, early access, I want to start including that when it's a 1.0 release. Keeper. A really fun experience, but yeah, just not quite good enough for it to hit the top 10. And then the last one, number 11 for me, was Death Stranding 2. Just improved everything
such
that
good
Death
things.
Stranding 1 too. Death Stranding 1 did.
Fair enough. Fair enough. Matt.
The only one I had was Deep Rock Galactic Survivor. A Vampire Survivor like, but in the Deep Rock Galactic world, I actually think it's better than Vampire Survivor. It's fucking brilliant. But that's it.
Ooh, talking of which, another one I didn't include, Megabunk.
Oh yeah,
Haven't got to that.
yeah. Crash, you got anything that you wanted to talk about?
I want to give a shout out to Warframe. I've talked about a lot about Warframe this year, but it had another good year. It's an ongoing game, so it would have never made the list. But I feel like it's had an especially good year this year, and they reworked a lot of like the early game for new players, and they've had, I think, their biggest year since launch for Warframe this year. So just a shout out to that. Other than that, I don't think there was a game. Shout out to Ghost of Yotei. I don't think we talked about it at all, really. Like, that was a good game. That kind of goes into open world fatigue. I just have a huge open world fatigue, so it didn't really get higher than that for me. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Let's plug, and get ourselves out of here. Hopefully, you guys enjoyed the lengthy live podcast this week. Crash, we'll kick to you. What have you got to plug this week? I know you're boycotting podcasts.
Let me see if I'm still boycotting podcasts right now.
I'll go to Matt first. Matt, what you got to plug this week?
Subscribe to the YouTube channel. Leave a comment. Let us know your top 10. I want a full list
Yeah.
in the YouTube comments of your top 10 of the year. That's what I want. Do it.
And if it doesn't include Assassin's Creed Shadows, don't bother. I'm joking. These one, what you got to plug this week?
I'm going to plug the Twitch specifically because Crash is going to start streaming over there. He's going to get those
Just
regular
Crash.
sessions going. Just Crash. I mean, we might turn up as well for the Friend Slot games. But yeah, Crash is going to play lots of Digimon for you. And maybe some other games as well. Who knows? Yeah, twitch.tv/MXAM official.
Yeah, Crash, are you boycotting podcasts this week?
We're boycotting podcasts this week. It's another week where I'm not going to talk about how you guys should go and review the podcast on Apple Podcast Services and leave a
Unbelievable.
5-star review, kick your nans down the stairs, steal their phones. I'm not going to do that this week. That is not what I'm doing this week.
Fair.
This week, what I'm going to promote is you guys, the listeners. You guys are all fantastic and wonderful for listening and putting up through. If you guys sat through the 3 hours and some odd change of this podcast, you guys deserve a pat on the back. You guys deserve a break, and you guys probably deserve like a nice mental therapy session to like go through the pain that we might have put you guys through this conversation.
I didn't think it was too bad, honestly.
No, this year, I think this year was better than last year, for to be honest. I think.
The annoying
feel
thing is
like-
arguing about the bottom is,
Is the worst, yeah.
difficult.
What do we not want to lose off that list? Yeah. Fix, what
feel
about you?
like
What are you plugging?
maybe what am I plugging? I'm plugging this podcast. Thank you all for listening. Until next time, love you, leave you, see you later. Twitch, thank you everyone for watching live this week, or if you're live on Twitch or YouTube, thank you. If you subbed, we'll give you a shout out when Crash streams Digimon. Thank you. Until next time, we'll love you, leave it. See you later. Good boy.
We are still live on Twitch, by the way.
Oh,
but
perfect.
the
I'm
recording
not.
has stopped.
I really have to go.
Okay, Matt is leaving us.
Love you,
It's just
bye.
3 hours.
Love you, bye.
Bye.
Boy.
Bye. Oh, that guy. Bless him. Yeah, I was just going to say, for those who are still hanging around in chat, what are your top 10s? Because I saw one person drop theirs, and Origin Cookie Man dropped his in. Number 10, he had Gears of War Reloaded.
You need to check the cameras just so you're all right.
I do. In fact, do you want to read what he had in the Twitch chat?
Yeah, sure. Orange Cookie Man had number 10, Gears of War Reloaded. Number 9, Wu Chang Fallen Feathers. Number 8, Battlefield 6. Number 7, South of Midnight. Number 6, The Rogue Prince of Persia. Number 5, Avowed. Number 3, Expedition 33.
It was number 4, Expedition.
33. Number 3, Hollow Knight. Silk Song. Number 2, Dispatch. And number 1,
Absalom.
Absalom? What the hell is that?
It's a side scroller beat 'em up type game. Not necessarily beat 'em up, but it's what's the game I'm thinking of that it's somewhat similar to?
Yeah, I'm
Streets
seeing
of
it
Rage?
now. Yeah. It's a side
Not Streets
scroller.
of Rage. There's another. It was like a PSP game. If what
Okay.
I'm thinking of is correct.
Okay, I keep seeing that name pop up, and it's just like, okay, I will check it out at some point.
It's
I'm
cool.
just
I
leaving-
regret not getting to it, but
Yeah.
I don't think it would have made me.
Sorry, I was
Make
just
sure
leaving
you
out
post
top-
that list over on YouTube when it goes
Well,
out
if you comment,
as a
yes.
video.
Yes. And what else have we got? So we got Jojo with number 1, AC Shadows. Okay, there you go, Fix. Number 1 in somebody's
Yeah,
hat.
well, you know.
Number 2, Ghost of
I mean-
Tsushima. Number 3, Fists of Mystria. Oh, Fields of Mystria, sorry. I did keep seeing that one. It was one I wanted to check out. Number 4, 2 Point Museum. Number 5, Fantasy Life: The Girl Who Steals Time. I've complete lost the ability to speak. Number 6, Pokemon Z to A. Number 7, Story of Seasons Gone Bazaar. Number 8, Tavern Keeper. Number 9, Monster Hunter Wild. And number 10, Rune Factory. Guardians of Azusa. Sorry,
I
Azuma.
fought more for Monster Hunter Wilds, man.
Nah, you shouldn't have. It's fine.
I should have.
You shouldn't have.
Stead
You
only had
stopped
a
playing the game because it was broken for you. That was the
Yeah,
end of
but
that
I beat the
conversation.
game.
I'm
I
sure,
beat the
but
game. I played through
Yeah.
the whole game. I
game
would
beat
take
you.
the broken mess that it was over a large amount of the games we had on that list.
Oh,
Whatever.
dear.
Shivani, Digimon.
Yeah, apparently Stead only like 7 games this year, not 10. Expedition 33 at 7.
that's what I said.
Yeah. MK World. I'm not sure
Mario
what
Kart
MK.
World.
Oh, Mario Kart World. Yeah, that makes sense. Power Wash Them 2. Good shout. Didn't even include that in the list. There's another game I completely forgot. Really enjoyed it. Pirate Like a Dragon at number 4. Atelier Yimimia at number 3.
Yep.
Xenoblade X at 2. And Roadcraft at number 1. Okay. And then
Enough.
McFillan.
We got Phil's.
Yeah, Phil's got number 10, Outer Worlds 2. Just didn't spend enough time with it.
No, maybe not.
Number 9, Split Fiction. Number 8, Avowed. That's what I'm talking about, Phil. That's what I'm talking about. Number 7, The Alters. Yeah. Number 6, Arc Raiders. Number 5, Lies of P Overture. Number 4, Death Stranding
Hey.
2. Number 3, Hollow Knight Silk Song. Number 2, Claire Obscure Expedition 33. And number 1, Hades 2. Phil with a good taste over there.
Interesting. Remember, everyone post these on the YouTube video when it is done. If
Yes.
you watch on YouTube, post it there. But yeah,
Please do.
Night, thanks for the stream. Appreciate you, Army. Thank you everyone who subbed. Thank you everyone who hung out today. But yeah, we'll come up with some sort of schedule for streams very, very soon. We're still kind of finding our feet within the new year. So yeah, as you can see,
Tuesday.
I had to run. What? Tuesday?
I'm gonna stream Tuesday. Yeah, this
Damn.
Tuesday.
we
There
streaming.
you go.
I don't know if you boys are around. We can play something, figure something out. If not, I might
What's in my
do.
diary?
I might do Soul Frame and stream the opening of that start of that game over
Oh,
on
yeah,
the
Soul Frame,
Twitch
nice.
page. Yep.
Nice.
I can do Tuesday. But yeah, we'll figure out. You do what you gotta do. Yeah, man. To be honest with you, I thought about the other day. I wonder if we should go back to doing the podcast live again. Like, I know, like, we should be doing it on Patreon anyway. But does anybody miss the podcast being live? It would be my question. And again, it's the most hardcore people that are here right now. Do you enjoy watching this live, or do you prefer to watch it in your car and having it as a special event or whatever? Let me know. Let me know, because I'm interested. You know?
Yeah.
I'm interested. All right, I'm out of here. I need to go see my missus. She's go see your kids. Crash needs to go and, I don't know, use his right hand.
Hang out with Cynthia.
On that note, have a good evening, everyone.
Yep. Have a good one, everyone. Catch you all later. Good boy.
Boy.